Yeah, simply ball dropping. What's up, family? K-Sap, we up! Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP. Ask Mr. V and R&B, they do all sports, whether it's on the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You wanna swing? I roll the dope like the one on this boxing theme. That's a punchline. I'm the greatest of all times. Got something on your mind? Hit us up on the line for that round table talk. Ask B Hunt and Sheena and K-Sap too for their views on our dudes. Marriage Chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring. K-Sap, the man behind the mic. Check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Let's fall through, pull up. The hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Paid promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up, chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up? Yeah.
Test.
Simply ball dropping.
Can y'all hear me out there?
What's up, family? K-Sap,
where y'all at? Can y'all hear me?
Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP.
Let me know if y'all can hear me.
V and R&B, they do
Put
all
ones in the
sports,
chat if you can hear me.
On the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You wanna swing? I rope a dope like
I
the
see
one
you in the house,
on this
Brooklyn.
boxing theme.
I
That's
see
a
you Imperial
punchline.
Stats.
I'm the greatest of all times.
I see you in dark with a smile.
Hit us up on the line.
When y'all come in, make sure y'all put that like button. I see you, new guy.
K-Sap too, for their views on our dudes. Marriage Chronicles.
Let's go.
You lovers, oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring. K-Sap, the man behind the mic. Check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Just fall through, pull up. The hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Paid promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up, chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up?
I see you, Sherelle Blue. We got to talk about it, baby. We got to talk about it. They might not want to hear it tonight. Yes. You know what it is. You know who it is. K-Sap, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Y'all see the title of the show, Injection of Hope. Y'all see it? Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Man, first of all, salute out to the Chi-Town Barbie, man. Shout out to Angel Reese for being dominant tonight, putting on an offensive clinic. You can't stop it. And shout out to Chennedy Carter. That was our injection of hope. She came back, she weathered the storm, and she damn near had a triple-double, man. That was the injection of hope that we needed. Man, we got to, shout out to Michaela Anyawede, 10 points. She had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. Angel Reese dominated tonight. 24 points, 12 rebounds, 5 offensive, 9 of 15 from the floor. Now, where's Ray at talking about she shot the ball too much and they lost? She needs to shoot the ball. Keep dominating. Keep putting pressure on their necks. Keep doing the things that you doing, Chi-Town Barbie, and keep on proving these haters wrong. A day after she launched that podcast, she went straight to work. She went to work on you boys. Chennedy Carter, that's what we needed. Guard play tonight. She was absolutely phenomenal. You can't take nothing away from what she did. You can't take nothing away from what Cardosa did. They look like that was a 1-2 punch out there. And if them two girls can consistently play like that, watch out, man. Chicago is going to be a great team. And then this upcoming draft, the pieces that we need to address, if we go out there and get it, We can do it. Chennedy Carter, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. She didn't have no turnovers. No turnovers. Caitlin Clark turned the ball over 7 times again tonight and took an L. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So that's what I'm talking about, man. Nah, I'll come up on the screen in a minute. I'll be on there. A daily dose with tea, trends, and hot topic. Carter is she's a big deal. Yeah, we got to enjoy this win tonight. I'll come up on the screen in a minute. They tried to triple team Carter, and she ran through all their asses and scored. That's what I'm saying. She brings a different dynamic. She can get to the cup. She just a blarer. She just blazing. Yeah, Uncle Jay, man. She ran that point guard position tonight, and you see the difference. You see how she was getting the ball down in the post to Camilla Cardosa and Angel Reese. Angel Reese went to work on them. Nah, it ain't a glitch, Brooklyn. I'll be up in a minute, man. I just want the title of the show to sink into a lot of folks, man. The injection of hope. Built hands on. Uh-oh. Let's see what it is. Caitlin caught. What is that? Caitlin's caught is trying to push the Rakia Jackson is better than Angel. Yeah, that's nonsense. Angel Reese went out there and proved. She proved to the critics that she got game. Yeah, that was the injection of hope in the dark with a smile. So we got to enjoy that. So, I'm gonna let y'all know tonight, my girl Angel Reese, she did her thing. I don't know where they at, Brian. I don't know where they at. We don't know where the haters at. That's okay. We're not worried about the haters. We're going to let Angel Reese shut them up. Y'all see it. Reese's Pieces, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know what y'all here for. Y'all know what y'all here for. That's right, Andre. She got in there. Yeah, she shut. Hey, Angel Reese. And see, that's what I'm saying, Edward T. I'm glad you pointed that out, man. Angel Reese. Defense, man. Angel Reese is becoming a formidable defender, and she can defend that paint. Oh, they quiet tonight. They don't want to say nothing because, Minnesota ran through Indiana. Yeah, Jonathan, hey, Angel Reese's defense is elite, man. I don't care what y'all say, man. Come on, man. Hey, let's get these likes up, man. We got 57 people here watching the show so far. We just 4 minutes in, man. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's get these super chats going, man. Let's get this support going, man. You know how we do, man. You know how we do. That's right, Brooklyn. You know how we do, man. Oh, yeah, her mother was in all smiles, man. That was a good game, man. Yeah, they quiet as a church house mouse. Quiet as a church house mouse. But what did I tell y'all, man? What did I tell y'all? When they come over here and start trolling, you know what they hear?
They only here to cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion, man. But we can't let that stop us. We can't let this was a day after she dropped a bombshell on her podcast telling folks about the Caitlin Clark fans. Yeah, she was a dog. See, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to. Where are they at now when they supposed to give Angel Reese her just dues, man? West Coast for life. Yeah, you know that West Coast for life? They only here to what?
They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, we needed that win tonight. Yeah, you did say they was coming back, Brooklyn. You did say she was coming back, and she came back with a vengeance, man. Sometimes she looked like she was gassed out there, but she played through it, man. That's right, Debbie. We ain't tanking. You heard what Chennedy Carter said in the pregame after shoot around. We not tanking. We there. Hey, K-Stone, yeah. Rakia started off hot because she had like 13 in the first half, right? But, sometimes, man, you got to shut somebody's water off, man. Sometimes when you don't pay the water bill, you got to come cut it off. You got to come cut it off, and that's what Angel Reese did. I think she took it personal. I think she's heard all the rumblings out there, and she took it personal. Carterson Iverson. Somebody said Caitlin lost day because she was too busy stat patting. Yeah. Did you see the difference in Carter play? Not only was she scoring, but she was looking more. Yeah, because she probably sat back and watched them games like, dang, man, we can't even get a good entry pass from our guards. So she took it personal. Yeah, that was a good game for people that didn't see it, man. Rakia Jackson and the Chi-Town Barbie was going at it. They was banging down there, boy. Angel was having no parts of that, man. 9 of 15 from the field? Come on, man. When are people going to start giving it up to Angel Reese, man? Just give it up for her play. I don't care what Caitlin Clark is doing, man. She's doing exceptionally well. But come on, it's time to give Angel Reese her props, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chennedy Carter and the whole team show. Yeah, and you know the crazy thing about it is, shit, Rachel Banham. I'm gonna say it consistently tonight. Rachel Banham, she shot that thing. She hit them 3 threes, man. That's all we needed from her. That's all we needed from Rachel Banham. That's all we needed. She came off the bench tonight. She had 9 points. She was 3 of 6 from 3-point range. But you know what's crazy? Dana Evans ain't getting no burn. She went straight to the bench after Chennedy Carter was inserted in that starting lineup. Mariah Jefferson got her minutes. Diamond Shields had 10 points off the bench. Isabel Harrison had 4. But I like what the starters did. It was consistent across the board. 10 from Michaela Anuede, 24 from Angel Reese, 12 from Cardosa, 8 from Lindsey Allen, and 15 from Chennedy Carter. And Angel Reese had the best plus minus out of the whole group at a plus 19. So salute to Angel Reese for doing what she had to do. Well, she said, Reese said, hold up on giving that rookie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rookie of the year, for people that don't understand, the rookie of the year is an individual award, not a team award. It's what you're doing individually. So for people to say that Caitlin Clark put a stamp in that rookie of the year, nah, hold my beer for a second, man. Let's wait to see how this thing plays out, man. Let's see how this plays out, because individually, what Angel Reese is doing as a rookie, leading the league in rebounding, and then they say she can't score, and she put in them 24 tonight. Come on, man. She led all scorers tonight, man. I'm not going to lie. I wanted us to lose. Come on, man, Brooklyn. Stop that, man. Come on, man. Play Brooklyn, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Stay in the moment, man. Stay in the moment, man. I understand what you want in the next draft, but we got to stay in the moment, man. We trying to win, man. Yeah, hey, it was some time. Hey, I don't know if you saw that Daily Dose of Tea, but it was some time, like when they would call timeout and Angel Reese would go over there and talk to Camila Cardosa. She was encouraging her to shoot that ball. Like at the end of the third quarter, when Angel Reese, she got the ball on the left wing. She threw it over to Lindsey Allen. Angel Reese went to set the pick. Lindsey Allen kicked it to Cardosa, and she hit the pull up at the foul line. They encouraging her to shoot that 17-footer, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Just have the confidence on pulling your shot, man. Just have the confidence on pulling your shot, man, because the thing about it is when you have confidence on pulling your shot, like Angel Reese, when she stepped into that 3 she hit tonight, she shot it with confidence, man. She shot 3 3-pointers tonight, guys. She's trying to expand her game, man. She's heard all the rumblings on the wall. She's heard all the rumblings. Toro, what you say? Angel Reese has broken 8 WNBA records as a rookie. Yeah, Rachel Banham. That's what we talking about. Appreciate that, Antoine Baker. You know, I got to support. Hey, if don't nobody support Angel Reese, I'm going to support her. Somebody said Angel Reese is effective when she's not triple or double team. Yeah, because like, you know, when she's singled up, man, you know, she got a high motor trying to get to the basket. Yeah. She got a high motor when she tried to get to the basket, but tonight, man, it's like y'all said, man, she started off the game, man. Rakia Jackson was hot. But in that second half, hey, Angel Reese said, look, we got to shut her water off. They both should be Rookie of the Year. Both set records, both making history, both balling out. Like, yeah, they both balling out. Individual awards, man. Yeah, so I guess that kills that notion on that riff that everybody says that Chennedy Carter and Angel Reese got. Because when they I just think they play well together. They feed off of each other, man. And Chennedy Carter stepped in tonight like she ain't never left, man. But she did say in her pregame after practice, the shoot around, that even though she was sick, she was still out there, working on her basketball game. Yeah. Yeah, Derrick Hamby played ball tonight. Derrick Hamby played ball tonight. They need each other. That's correct. Hey, shout out to my man RS, man. RS be coming through, supporting the show with the $20 super sticker. Man, appreciate you, RS, man. Salute my guy for always supporting the channel, man. Helping the channel elevate and helping the channel grow, man. I appreciate that. Thanks so much, my brother. The Kennedy and Barbie show. That's right, Stan. I mean, they feed well off of each other, man. And that's what I'm saying. When you got good continuity between your guard and your big, knowing where you want the ball, knowing the spots, knowing, if you want it high, if you want it low, I like that, man. And then also, if y'all look through the course of the game, for the people that watch the game, if you looked at the game, you saw their communication with each other. When Chennedy Carter's not in the game, you don't see the communication between Lindsey Allen, Dana Evans, and Cardosa and Angel Reese. You don't see that communication. With Chennedy Carter in that game, she showed her maturity. She showed the poise to let them know, hey, you get here, I'm going to get you the ball. And that's what happened tonight. And we was effective. Tonight. But, hey, you got to tip your cap to the Sparks, though, man. Because, Derrick Hamby, man, I know she got a lot of weight on her shoulder because of the lawsuit and stuff like that. But she balled out, man. She had 21 points. Stevens had 9. Rakia Jackson started out the first half. She had 13. She ended up with 17. And she was a -10, right? She started off hot. And then what happened? The Chi-Town Barbie put the clamps on her. And then Odyssey Sims, after the game they had against Indiana, but she came off 20, she only had 4 tonight. Burrell has 6. So overall, I'm impressed at what we did tonight. I'm impressed on how we handled the adversity coming into the game, because they didn't know what Chennedy Carter was going to be able to give them, because her coming off that illness, it takes a while to get your basketball legs back under you and things like that. So I'm in awe tonight. They showed out tonight. Shout out to Stan, man, for the $2 super sticker, man. Appreciate the support. And see, that's what a lot of people don't see. A lot of people don't talk about Angel Reese's defense, man. I've told you, man, when you talk about Rookie of the Year, also you can throw Angel Reese's name into the defensive conversation. She won't get it, but you can throw her name into that conversation, because what she's doing night in and night out down there guarding the team's opposing bigs, she's solidifying herself as a force to be reckoned with down in that paint, man. And you can't take that away from her, man. So we're going to focus on, giving Angel Reese her flowers, man, because what she does down on, and do y'all realize in the third quarter that Weatherspoons did not substitute nobody, so they was playing on sheer grit, will, and determination. And I was surprised that Chennedy Carter held up as well as she did, because I was like, okay, they played the whole third quarter. I want to see what their fourth quarter start was. That fourth quarter start, Angel Reese came out. She came out balling. Yeah, that's Imperial. I totally agree. And see, that's the narrative that you understand something. That's the narrative that people push. But we can't worry about that narrative no more. We know what Angel Reese brings to the table. And like I told people on the show I did yesterday, I'm glad that Angel Reese got this podcast. I'm glad Angel Reese is able to tell the truth, and you hear it from the horse's mouth. Claude, what up? Yeah, that's a big win tonight. Yeah, Angel Reese, hey, she took over in the second half, man. And it makes a difference when you got a guard out there that knows how to play the game of basketball and has a high IQ. Now, this is another narrative that I'm gonna shut down tonight. When you talk about you can't run the offense through Angel Reese, that's a bunch of baloney. You saw what she did tonight. Let her cook. Let her cook. That's what I'm saying. Let her cook. You can't, tonight, when you got somebody like a Chennedy Carter back in the lineup, right? And you got somebody that has high basketball IQ, and you got somebody that's down in the paint that knows how to work and clear space, just get them the ball. Something's going to happen. Something good is going to happen out of the situation. And we saw what happened tonight. Everything good happened tonight. Got you. Everything was good tonight. What was Angel's final stat line? Oh, she put up, her final stat line, man, she put up a hell of a stat line. She had 24 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 fouls. She was the best plus minus on the court tonight. 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from 3-point range. Overall field goal, 9 of 15. Somebody do the math on that. Tell me what their percentage is. What is 9 of 15 from the floor? Tell me what them percentages is. Where is Ray Dudley when we need him? Where is Ray Dudley when we need him tonight? Talking about if Angel Reese shoots the ball over 12 times, that's a recipe for them to lose. Man, get out of here. 60%, Marcus. Appreciate that. Shout out to my man, Marcus Hicks, man. That's right, Marcus. 60%. See, don't nobody want to talk about that. But I will throw this out there for shits and giggles. Caitlin Clark has 7 assists tonight, but she has 7 turnovers. Do the math on that. What's the assist to turnover ratio? And they took an L. And somebody did a video that I've always told y'all about. Somebody has said this. I think that Bro Gad said this on my last show. He's concerned about Caitlin Clark's turnovers because playoff time, that's going to come back and bite you in the butt. Eight assists, 7 turnovers. It doesn't matter. 7 and 7, 8 and 7. The turnovers are that's gonna be the issue. They need to clean that up, man. But we're not even worried about that. We're not worried about what Indiana's doing. We worry about what Chicago Sky is doing right now. And like y'all say, y'all saw the title of the show, The Injection of Hope. Chennedy Carter comes back and puts the injection in. She gives them the needle, and we responded. That's all that matters, man. We responded tonight, man. Through adversity, when people was trying to write us off, talking about we was tanking. Nah, we ain't doing no tanking. We trying to win, man. And you see what happens when you get some consistency, man. See, that's the problem with them. Yeah, Atlanta won too. But we needed to win. See, the thing about it is, I don't want to ask for help from other teams, man. We control our own destiny. We gotta win. Kennedy was the one with 7 assists tonight. Yeah, she damn near had a triple-double. She had 15, 9, and 7, man. And then got the standing ovation when they took her out the game, man. Because the game was over. See, don't nobody want to talk about that. When the game was out of hand, what did Weatherspoon do? She got her team out of the game to a standing ovation, man. Come on. We need to win the next 2 games at least to make. Yeah, that's right. We control our own destiny. That's right, J-Hove. We got J-Hove in the building. We got King in the building. Jonathan Gonzalez, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. We got to push. That's right. We got to push through pressure, Claude. K Stone said, I appreciate your show because win or lose, you give the ladies their just due. You're not a fair. Now I'm not a fair weather fan. I've been doing this for a minute. Appreciate you, K. That's right, Ken. That's right. I told you that early in the show. Chennedy Carter has 7 assists, no turnovers, man. Trudy, appreciate you showing up. Ken Barb Miller did their thing. Yes, indeedy. So I'm just happy tonight, man. Y'all can tell, y'all can hear it in my voice, man. I'm happy, man. I had the split screen on tonight, watching football and watching the Chi-Town Barbie and the Chicago Skies take care of business. But see, this is what people don't want to talk about. This is things that people don't want to talk about. Look how consistent Michaela Onyeawede has been for us, man. She was a plus 17 tonight. She had 10 huge points. Look at Camila Cardoso. She coming around, but she had 5 blocks again tonight. 9 rebounds, man. See, that's what I'm saying. When you got great energy with Angel Reese and Chennedy Carter, that's affection. That's affectiousness, right? That rubs off on your team. And that's what happens, man. They responded, man. So that was the injection that we needed, man. Y'all see the title of the show, The Injection of Hope. And see, that kept the ball. And the crazy thing about it is Lindsey Allen only had 1 turnover, right? So that kept the ball out of Lindsey Allen's hand for her not to make the entry pass. That was all nothing but Chennedy Carter because Chennedy Carter was coming off them picks and she was getting downhill. Now you got the defense scrambling. Now you can make them passes. Started off the game hot. So, yeah. Killer Miller. She's coming along, man. She's coming along. Oh, yeah, she was talking that stuff in Spanish. Yeah. J.E., Uncle J.E., I think the reason why Angel Reese, mom really hasn't attended a lot of games, man, because of the backlash that she's been getting, the threats and stuff like that. So she try to stay out of the public eye. Debbie Brown, that's right. Nothing but positive vibes. What you say, Trudy Trujula? Ha ha. El Espanol. Appreciate you, Stan. Yeah, I got this off the Angel Reese site just before she sold out. Soon as she dropped it and she dropped that link on her Instagram story, I went on and ordered it, man. And actually, when I ordered it, I got it in 5 days. I got it in 4 days. It was shipped to me in 4 days. Those pick and rolls look so much better. Exactly, they look so much better because you got somebody that has high IQ with the basketball. Because the reason why the pick and roll looks so good with Chennedy Carter, because she's a threat. She's a threat to pop, she's a threat to shoot, and she's a threat to roll. What you said? Oh, she Portuguese? William D, she Portuguese? Whatever she was talking about. That's what she was doing. Get that out of here. I don't care what kind of language she was talking, but you got to put some respect on it. See, when she is the help side defender, she gets a lot of blocks. But asking her to guard a man straight up, that's when she gets in foul trouble. But if she's on the backside, she's a cleanup. Clean up on aisle 6, man. She's clean up on aisle 6. She's clean up on aisle 6, man. So regardless of what language she speaks, she was still she was getting it out of there. And that's what we needed. I don't know what language she speaks. I'm just having a good time, Debbie. I don't know what language she speaks. I'm just so hyped tonight. It's a Friday night, and coming off of, and I don't even want to talk about it, man, because my son's team got beat 60. Makai, what was the score of y'all's game? My son's team got beat 63-3. High school football. Terrible. It's just terrible. It's terrible. She's Brazilian. Hey, Showtime. Hey, what's up, Showtime? I see you in the building, Showtime, man. Shout out to my man, Showtime, man. Hey, if y'all not following Showtime on point, man, y'all need to go follow him, man. He live streams the games, man, and he's standing on business. And, hey, he said in his live stream that he's about to cook these casuals out there real quick. He about to cook them. And, man, I know he got something in store for you, man, because outside of Showtime, I don't see too many other channels, man, giving Angel Reese her props in the Chicago skies, man. I think me and Showtime on point is the only one that be standing on business talking about the Chicago skies and Angel Reese, man, killing these narratives. And like Showtime always say, man, Caitlin Clark got the machine behind her. You know what I'm saying? They pushing Caitlin Clark. But we got to stop that. Angel Reese defensively tonight was outstanding, 9 of 15 from the field. The guard play was great by Chennedy Carter. That was the injection of hope that we needed. Carmilla Cardosa, she was active tonight, 5 blocks. Angel Reese defensively. She don't get enough credit for her defense, man. People going to start realizing Angel Reese, man, down there battling with these bigs. She's in there. She is in there. A daily dose of teas, trends, and hot topics. My channel is Angel Reese. Hey, boy, daily dose, man. Let me go and hit the follow button on you. I didn't know you had a channel, man. If y'all have a YouTube channel, man, and y'all support these teams, drop your YouTube link in here, man, so we can start following you, man. Let's build your community. Let's build your community. I'm gonna have to hit the follow. Appreciate you, Trudy. Yeah, I didn't know that, Daily Dose of Tea. I'm gonna have to start following you. Yeah, I follow Quita. Quita be at the game, man. I think she lives in Chicago, man, and I think she don't live too far from the arena. So Quita and her mom be always in the game. Yeah, hey, Angel Reese, though, she saw that. She saw that everybody was talking about Rakia Jackson was better than her, so she had to shut that narrative up. Yeah, Quita does a great job. I love Quita's show. Yeah, Mitchell Cole, she blocking everything. But yeah, man. But yeah, everybody that's in the chat, man, go support these people that are standing on business about the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese, man, killing these casuals on the internet, spewing their own narrative about Angel Reese, man. Yeah, that's right, Andre. They don't talk about Angel's defense, man. And this is what we do. Sometimes I don't care about the people, the Caitlin Clark fans that come in the chat, man. It is what it is, man. We just got to call a spade, man. We got to stop that, man. I'm subscribed to all of them. Man. Shit, it was crazy how I found Showtime stuff when I was producing content about the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese. Showtime stuff started popping up. So I said, man, let me go check this brother out, see what this brother talking about. But Showtime be having them fire shows, man. And sometimes I would love to jump on Showtime's panel, but, you know, my work profession, I work from home, but I be in the office on Tuesday and Friday. So when he go live, I be on the highway hitting home, and I don't like joining somebody's panel from my phone. I don't like sloppy work. You know what I'm saying? Presentations have the battle. So if I'm going to come on somebody's show, I want to be in my studio, man, so I can get it right. I don't want to jump on somebody else's show that is producing a good show and has great content and has great visuals, and I come up and I'm driving in the car and you hear ambulance and all that stuff like that. Nah, I don't work like that, man. I give people respect if I'm going to jump on their platform. I love to be in my studio, my own home studio, talking with the panel. I don't want to come mess up their production. What you say? Y'all heard they turned on what they turned on Kelsey Mitchell for? Talk to me. J Burns 001 KSAP. Who is the rookie of the year right now? I'm not even worried about that rookie of the year race right now because I just think it's an individual award. You know, some people say that Caitlin Clark is the outright winner. Just give it to her. Some people say Angel Reese is still holding it down. But if you had to ask me, not being biased or anything or leaning one way or leaning the other way, if you look at what Angel Reese is doing, it's spectacular. If you look at what Caitlin Clark is doing, it's spectacular. And like I said, if I had to vote right now, because of what both of them are doing, just to nip all this in the bud, so it wouldn't be causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Co-rookie of the year, just like that. Hey, shout out to Paper Sack Brown for the $5 super chat. He said, if the Skies make the playoffs, they're going to be a dangerous team. Great show as always, KSAP. Appreciate you, Paper Sack Brown. Appreciate the love and support. I really do, man. That means a lot, man. When people support the channel, man, y'all just don't understand how it helps my show get in the YouTube algorithm. That's why I always ask people to like the video, man. The more likes and more comments and the engagement, YouTube will push your video, man. I appreciate that. Ooh, Lakeisha Green said they're hammering Kelsey Mitchell right now. What happened? I might have missed it because I was so focused on, you know, what Chicago was doing tonight. I missed it. After Minnesota ran through the Indiana Fever's ass, man, I left that alone, man. Somebody tell me what's going on. Hootie Mac, what's going on, man? What's going on with the Indiana Fever and they letting Kelsey Mitchell have it? What's the problem? Hey, shout out to a daily dose of tea, trends, and hot topics with the $3 super sticker. Hey, y'all make sure everybody in the chat, man, take a moment to go follow and subscribe to the Daily Dose with Tea, Trends, and Hot Topics. That person is another Angel Reese supporter. That's helped their channel grow, man. It's enough in YouTube for everybody to eat, man. What you say, Hootie Matt? And look, Keisha Green, ain't no reason social media should be. They play bad on the perimeter defense shooters. And something Kelsey Mitchell didn't do on defense was poor on club. Man, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's that. If y'all want to say that's that Caitlin Clark effect, that's that Caitlin Clark effect. Or you a she. I apologize. I apologize, a daily dose with tea. I apologize. Hey, salute my sister. I apologize. But what I'm saying is, I want people to go support you, man. It's enough for everybody to eat on YouTube. We just got to help the community. We just got to help each other grow. Man, I'm gonna have to investigate that. I'm gonna have to, hey, y'all gave me something to talk about my next video, man. I told y'all, man. I told y'all when they lose, man, these fans, man, y'all gotta be careful, man. I told you what they do, y'all.
They only here to cause confusion.
Shout out to my bro, my big bro Claude, man. Shout out and salute for the $2 super sticker.
£1 spent, eating live. £1 spent, eating right. £1 spent.
And see, that's what I've been telling y'all, man. I think Kelsey Mitchell's out of there. It's not the fact that she wants to leave Indiana for that reason. I think the reason why she wants to leave Indiana is because of the Caitlin Clark caught in the way they be treating her if things don't go well. And like Angel Reese said on her podcast yesterday, I know Caitlin Clark don't stand for all that, but she gotta put her fans in check, man. She gotta put her fans in check. That's what it is, man. It's these fans that can't have their way, and if somebody else does something, they pointing the finger, they blaming, man. And man, it's terrible, man. See, we don't do that in Chi-Town. We don't point and blame. We don't point the finger. We don't point the finger, man. If we lose as a team. If we win as a team, man. I understand that, Hootie Mac, but it's right now it's getting unbearable, man. It's getting unbearable, and it's terrible, man. It's terrible. I just don't understand that, man. And you got these YouTube channels out there like Black and White Sports, Mika Talks. You got all these channels out there that create their own narrative, man. And it's sad, man. And we got to put a stop to them, man. My girl L's in the building. What's going on, L? I see you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that comment, L. Look, Lakeisha Green said the problem I saw tonight with the Fever is defense. When the Lynx 3 ball started falling, it was lights out. I knew the third quarter they wasn't gonna win. Turnovers hurt. Yeah, like I said, man, them turnovers gonna come rear their ugly head in the playoffs, man. That's when they really gonna be glaring. Yes, what I hate about I have no problem with Caitlin Clark. She's a phenomenal basketball player. I love watching her play. I love the excitement that she's brought to the WNBA. I love everything that she stands for, man. It's them fans, man. The fans is getting out of hand. I'm not gonna say all the fans, but I gotta say it's gotta be like 85% of the fans, man. You got 15% of the fans that are loyal to the Indiana Fever, and they love the Indiana Fever, and they're gonna cheer for the Indiana Fever. And also they got a great player in Caitlin Clark that just came along, so they cheering for that as well. But 85% of her fans that follow her from Iowa, they are the fans that are making it bad, man. That's all, man. That's how I have to say it. I don't care if that pisses anybody off, man, but I'm not here to make nobody happy, man. This is my channel. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And if you don't like it, man, hey, like I said, there's other channels out there that talk about Caitlin Clark in a good light. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and put your honey on your chest and start twerking it up. We don't twerk over here. Yeah. Yes, Angel checked the fans when they went off it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That's the leadership that Angel Reese has. 22 years old, rookie in the WNBA, and people coming at Teaspoon, but Angel Reese is riding with Teaspoon, man. That relationship is there. That coach and player relationship is there. L said Clark's boyfriend and brother don't help it. Yeah, that's see, L. I pointed that out several times, man. Let me see. Jonathan Gonzalez says, come on now. Chicks Dig Scars podcast, Charge the Game, AK Nation, the Adrian Reno Raw, Ben 360, Child Play, Behind the Lines are all yeah, I couldn't name all of them. I couldn't name them all, but I put a few out there. And Jonathan Gonzalez, you were absolutely right. I respect what Adriana Ross is doing over there, but I just can't watch her channel no more. I really can't, man. It is what it is, man. I'm not hating on nobody. I just got to stay away from their podcast, man. Shout out to Ronnie Repass.
1 pound spec, eating live. 1 pound spec, eating right. 1 pound spec.
Said Clark said it was her faulty during the post-game interview. I'm glad she's starting to take responsibility, man. And then that should let her fans know that leave Kelsey Mitchell out of it. Imperial Stats, what you say? I blocked all them podcasts. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to do that, man, because sometimes it'll piss you off, man. What did you say, Edward T, Twitter quiet tonight? See, that's what I'm saying. It's the narratives, man. It's the narratives, man. Forever faithful to him. If you date racists, you're definitely in love with racism. Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful that you said that. It's powerful that you said that, man. So, hey, I can't knock your hustle on that. That's powerful. Dan Deb, man, appreciate you. Said, watching from Ghana, I saw a different dimension of Angel's game today. She has a very high ceiling, and she is going to get better. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to ask you guys a question, man. I want to ask y'all a question in the chat. Now, with all the critiquing that they have done about Angel Reese's game, talking about her offensive skill set. So from what she's doing now in the WNBA, right now, who has the higher ceiling? Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark? Has Caitlin Clark showed her full potential since she came back from the Olympic break? And everybody said Angel Reese has to improve. Now, what she's doing, if she needs improvement, who has the higher ceiling? Who has the higher ceiling? Angel does. Exactly. Everybody think what Angel's doing right now, they think it's the finished product. It's not the finished product. From how you're dominating now, and you still need work on your game, and you still putting these double-doubles in, you put in 24 points tonight. Now just think if she gets a mid-range game, she consistently start hitting that three. We talking about probably one of the greatest WNBA players to go down in history. So the ceiling is high for Angel, man. That's what people don't understand. And just like yesterday, she said on that podcast, I don't know if y'all looked at the show I did on Unapologetically Angel, where she basically, called out all the haters and said she don't post basketball stuff on her social media. Her social media is for her to express herself and to post, like she said, the cute selfies and all that, and her family and things like that. Just because she don't post basketball don't mean she's working on it. She said she got a basketball facility in her complex. She's putting in the work. She said outside of the videos that she did with some of the trainers, other than that, she don't post videos. Hey, Gina. Appreciate you stopping through, Gina. Hey, that's what I said. If she gets a mid-range game, she'll be another Asia Wilson. But when I made that comparison early in the season, everybody said I was delusional. Real ish. If Caitlin Clark was black, this wouldn't even be a conversation, Sap. Now, I disagree with that. The Caitlin Clark fans made it a conversation because what their girl did in college with the John Cena, it came around and backfired on her. So when Angel Reese did it to her and she was successful and won, That's when it all started. Because we saw none of this stuff talked about, the comparisons between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese when they was in college. All this stuff started coming when Angel Reese beat her in the national championship game. People also forget every great player has a yin to their yang and their leaders to their success. Chennedy is obviously Angels. L, I'm glad you picked up on that. What'd you say, Claude? We got giraffes in the building. Yeah, we do. A daily dose of tea. In the press conference, Angel said she was in the gym shooting 3-pointers all night. That's right. She don't have to post it. Don't mean she ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't post my real job. That don't mean I don't have one. See, that's what I'm talking about. West Coast said Chennedy is a straw that stirs the drink on the sky for sure. But West Coast. You from the West Coast, man. What do they always say in the West Coast?
They only here to cause confusion.
Asia is like her big sister, Mitchell Cole said. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, people who do not watch AR before the WNBA say that because she averaged 23 and 15 on 50% shooting her junior year at LSU. That's right, new guy. Put them stats out there. Put them stats out there. Forever faithful unto him. Angel said it best. You can't teach someone to be a dog. That comes from life experiences. You can't defend before going to pro. It's not coming. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all in y'all bag tonight. Waterfall, Angel guards the best player on every team, plus puts up points and leads in offense and defensive rebounds. Absolutely correct. Reese said vets are mentoring her that bring mama to her. Yeah, I mean, it's like, she gravitates to a lot of people, man. Angel Reese is a likable person, man. She's a likable person, man. It's nothing you can really dislike about Angel Reese, man. We got DJ Mr. Raj in the house. Good seeing Angel growing into that stretch four, pin hybrid forward guard I thought Angel could be. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Edward, I want the Fever to beat ATL tomorrow. I want them to beat ATL tomorrow. Angel is likable. Hootie Mac, you on an island tonight, man. You all by yourself tonight, Hootie Mac, man. Chennedy went up to AR and gave her that pass in the midi and told her exactly. That's the confidence that you need from your playmakers, man. Your point guard. It goes in the NBA, and that's why I love Chris Paul the way I love Chris Paul. Chris Paul encourages people to shoot the ball. Chris Paul is going to set you up to get your best shot. Just like LeBron. LeBron is going to set you up to get your best shot. You just got to take it. Her podcast, you can see who Angel is, lovable. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. I'm going to drop the link, man, for anybody that want to come up and chat. I'm going to drop the link, man. I'm going to give y'all at least 5 minutes of y'all time to get something off y'all chest if y'all want to talk about it, man. If y'all want to talk about it, I'm going to give y'all a chance to talk about it. Let's see what y'all talking about. All right? Let's see what y'all talking about tonight. I like L. I like L. L is very likable and she's true to who she is, regardless of all the chatter happening around her. I like you, L. L, hit the link. Hootie Mac, man, you're on an island tonight, man, but I'm going to bring you up. Claude, man, go and hit the link, man. It's there. I want to get y'all's perspective tonight. What up, my man, Hootie Mac?
What's going on, big brother? Yo,
how you feeling, man? How you feeling tonight?
Well. I ain't gonna hold you too long too, because I even know it's late. I'm on my way actually to go run get something to eat and then go get a little work in.
Man,
But
you be on that late night shift, man. Okay,
yeah,
bro. I
always
got
had
you,
graveyard
bro.
shift.
Hold on. Let Hootie Mac go ahead and get what he got. Hey, fire up that victory cigar tonight, Claude. I got you, big bro.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead, Hootie. I mean, what you got, Hootie Mac, for us?
I ain't gonna say nothing that's gonna get Mr. Claude triggered tonight, but I just
Y'all know Claude be sitting back in the cut ready to getting y'all ass, boy.
I
All right, go ahead.
my main reason though too coming up is that what you said there on defense. Maybe it's because I can play defense. That's how I was able to get myself onto a basketball court, right?
Uh-huh.
And I look at it again like a lot of people say, it's effort, it's the will, it's the 1-2, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, those fiery type of individuals, like you say, your Chris Pauls, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to say who's fiery? Yeah, Gary Payton. But I want to more so want to use somebody fiery that was a fiery offensive, like they get hyped, they make a bucket, they get engaged, like even like you say, your Carmelos, right?
Yeah.
Well, nobody looked at Carmelo like a great defensive player, or say even like Chris Paul or your boy, what's that boy, Stephen Curry, right? But the narrative for Curry getting late into his career is like he stepped up his defensive intensity, his efforts, so on and so forth. So all just going back to what we was talking about, who's got a higher ceiling, right?
Yeah.
I believe, yes, you can take somebody and make them a solid bucket, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't even think of an NBA player right now, but a lot of people have improved. They come back with something in their bag. Well, I think CeCe has a higher ceiling, because if you notice, coming into it, all that chucking threes and going to the rack, people was like, she need to get a mid-range because that three ain't falling. It's not falling, and it's looking bad out here, right?
Yeah.
So during that break, whatever she did, she come back. First thing we seen her do was taking them floaters, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. And she taking the floater almost every time she took it. She made it, right? Because, getting a little practice reps in with it, starting to do it a lot more. Then it was like, well, all right, maybe still ain't seeing the mid-range. And then the next time I seen her take a mid-range, it was a step back midi off around the baseline. Then she
right
took,
on the side. I saw that the other night.
Yeah, then took one tonight. It was like a complete breakdown of play. She took a little step back deep midi. You know what I mean? So this generally, when we see players add something to the game, there's a whole off season and they come back like months away from the game. So why I say that's impressive, either she's a very fast learner. She can absorb some, like get him completely immersed in something for about a month and come back with a serviceable skill. Because even tonight she was playing better defensively. I was like paying more attention to it intentionally. She's playing better defensively. Hands is a little bit more active. Still might get cooked, but she's there up on a man and trying to defend without fouling. She don't foul when she defend. That's the one good thing. And she does get blocks. She got a little bit of lift. I don't know how she get. Maybe it's because she's guarding people generally her height. She guards people her height and smaller exceptionally well because she's strong.
Yeah.
So that's why I say her ceiling could be higher if she gets anywhere near what Dejanay Carrington is like on defense.
But what I'm saying is, for everything that you just said in that whole soliloquy, she went on Olympic break, came back and inserted that stuff in her game, right?
Yeah.
And you see what kind of type of game she's playing. But to my point is, for all the critiques that Angel Reese is getting for the lack of skills that she has shown, right? And to still be dominating the way she dominating without adding nothing to her game since the Olympic break, still doing the same thing, just going in there, getting it out the mud and playing hard-nosed defense, getting rebounds and still scoring. And if you got to add something else to your game as such of a mid-range game and a three-pointer, I just think Angel Reese's ceiling is higher than Caitlin Clark. I don't know if Caitlin Clark is adding all that stuff to her game right now, what else can a guard add to her game besides, like you said, defense? She's added the floater. She's added the turnaround jumper. What else can she add to her game? It's a lot of stuff that people say Angel Reese needs to add to her game, but she is still dominating with the lack of, ability that people give her credit for. And she's still dominating. So if she adds a mid-range game, a consistent three-point shot, get fouled a little more, go to the foul line, we talking about somebody that could potentially average in 24 and 12 each night. So I just think that Angel Reese's ceiling is a little higher. Let me let Jonathan Gonzalez get in here. Go ahead, Jonathan. What you got?
Well, for one thing, I'm so proud of Angel Reese, man. I just need to see more of this from her for the rest of the season. And Chennedy Carter, well, what can I say, man? If she's not scoring, man, she's taking the role of being an elite point guard. Because the way how she was feeding Camilla and Angel that ball, that's exactly what Sky needs when they look for that point guard. Because Kennedy said, "Hey, I'm gonna score, but I'm gonna play this elite point guard role until we pick up an actual one."
Exactly.
She don't want.
And hold on, bro. Hold on. Just 1 second, bro. Jonathan, I'm glad you pointed that out because what I was saying is tonight's game, if you look at the way that Chennedy Carter was communicating with Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso, every time you got a chance and every time they showed the camera on her, they talking. Go look at the games that Chennedy Carter set out. Was Lindsey Allen doing that? No. Was Dana Evans doing that? No. That's why they had high turnovers because the communication wasn't there. And I saw the frustration on Angel Reese. And that's why that last game, Angel Reese was the best playmaker. She was the one distributing that high-low between her and Camilla Cardoso. So that goes to tell you, but it goes back to even before that, coming out of Olympic break. What did Angel Reese do on social media? She tried to get Gabby Williams, another point guard, right? So she knows what the weakness is. So, Jonathan, for you to point that out, that's telling me, man, you watching the game. See, you giving a great take on what Chicago needs to do. And somebody said in the chats, that's her yin to her yang, man. Chennedy Carter and Angel Reese feed off of each other. High motors, and they get going. Let me get you in here, bro, Claude. Go ahead.
Hootie, what up, boy?
What's going on, Mr. Claude?
My man. When you look at it, Hootie, what do you expect? My question is, what do you expect from a number one draft pick?
What do I expect from a number one draft pick? To be at least a serviceable 6, if not a usable starter in the league.
Okay. Now, what do you expect a high brand first round pick? A high brand first round pick, leader of all scorers, men and women. From
basically a top 10 pick. You want to say basically a top 10 pick? That's because basically
a number one pick that is number one in college, in collegiate. What do you expect going into the pros?
Your first pick overall in the draft. What I expect for them?
That's
what I was answering to when I said at least a serviceable 6-man eventually in the league, if not a good starter. Is what you hope the number one pick is.
When did that ever happen in the league? We've been watching NBA for all these years, 70 years.
Almost every number one pick recently that I could think of.
I said,
they playing.
I said, Hootie, what do when a franchise drafts a number one pick, greatest scorer of all time, men and women, in the collegiate era? It's been a few. What do they expect for that number one pick to do?
They looking for him to be another scoring option.
Nah, they looking for him to be that person that they was coming out of college, that franchise player.
Hootie, we've been watching ball, man. You a baller. I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul came out expecting to run the team.
And that's what he did.
Right? Jason Kidd was expected to lead the team.
And that's what he did.
So when we look at basketball, Bron was picked out of high school. He was expected to lead the team.
He was expected to be the savior, and that's what he was.
Expected because he was the best high school player of all time.
That right there, though, that comment though you have doesn't make quite sense. Because if I drafted a 6-footer and a 7-footer, I expect the 7-footer to out rebound the smaller player.
No.
And what the comment he had on the screen for
Okay,
Miss
no.
Maverick K.
I'm let's stay focused though. What I'm saying is, you know, I got a cookie who. So it's just you, my man.
Sometimes it's a late night cooking channel. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let's go.
So we know, not dancing around. When you got Allen Iverson, who was given a second chance in college and almost was destroyed his college career, and they gave him the chance to come back. When he went pro, he was expected to what? Lead the 76ers, right? Right, who?
No, say that again. Go start over again.
Allen Iverson, when he got messed up in college, right? We all remember that, right?
John Thompson saved him.
Okay. So when he almost went to prison, when he got the second chance, he was told not only he gonna get a second chance, they're gonna give him that, even though he was the coldest college player in my eyes at his time. He was told not only did he have to be the greatest in college, but when he goes and when he was picked by the 76ers personally, that's why they got Barkley out of there. Personally, they said that they was going to invest in him invest in him helping build the 76ers. So he was a rookie helping choose players that he wanted to play with on the 76ers. A rookie. This is facts.
I do.
So
it didn't work out though when you see he ended up playing with Melo. So
it's all right.
Kobe ain't go nowhere.
But what we talking, that's years down the line. But I'm talking about Caitlin is expected more than what she has done right now.
Facts.
Especially not turning the ball over.
Yes, I give you that.
In
but
the league,
when you say more, are you looking for 30 points a night?
I'm looking for offense. I'm looking for protecting the ball in the offense. I'm looking for defense, guarding each and every player on the backcourt. What Michael Jordan did, actually, right? Yeah. Mike did that, right? Mike did that, right? And he wasn't even a point guard. Mike took it to his. He wanted to stick. He wanted to stick for whatever reason. Isaiah Thomas. That wasn't going to happen. But I'm just saying that's what he wanted to do. So Caitlin came in doing underachievable things of what we expected. But Angel picked 7th was supposed to be waived. She was supposed to be waived at any other team but Chicago. This is an actual fact. That's
probably a fact, man. I'm glad you brought that up because if you look at the history of the WNBA draft, outside of your top 3-4 picks, that 5th, 6th, and 7th, they actually don't make it on the roster. Because you look at Alexis Morris from LSU. Look how she got what you know what I'm saying?
Let me cook them, bro. I got him.
I got you.
I got him, bro. I got him. This your
looking at this chat too.
I got him.
We gonna keep it tall. We gonna keep it true. We gonna keep it tall.
So
I got some stats for you too.
Where Angel she lacked the offensive program because she was in a program that she didn't have to give what she gave in high school. But she lacked the offensive program. Kim Mulkey did not focus on her being a stretch. Kim Mulkey focused on her being the center of that team, the cornerstone of defense and boards of that team. So when she came into the league at 7, when she came in at 7, she was expected to be a role player, period, which she is not. everyone want her to be, but she's not a role player. A role player is a player that plays off of needed ability by those people who handles the ball to score. That's what a role player is. Angel Reese is simply not a role player. She has stepped into leadership even in these losses. So when you say capabilities, sure, the CC got the capability. But when you say ceiling, CC ain't got far to go. Angel started with a team on the floor, which was 12. Remember, they was 12. They wasn't 9. They was 12. Whole roster gone. Not only was they 12, whole roster gone. KFC, fried chicken lady, she gone. Out of there. She was hoping to stay to play with the future. She didn't know that they was going to draft Angel, but even KFC said she thought that this year was going to be her breakout year in Chicago instead of in Phoenix. Okay? So, all I'm saying to you, bro, in all respect, if you expect a player that is the greatest college player of all time to have a lower ceiling than what she has, then you're not watching basketball. But what you don't expect is a Kevin Garnett, a Carmelo Anthony, a Carmelo. Carmelo wasn't expected to transfer his abilities when he first came in the league. Yes, they had great hope.
Why not?
Because
that man won a championship. That man won a championship at Syracuse.
But was he drafted number one? Was he drafted number one?
That was the year Braun was out the draft.
But he was skipped up. But hold up. Then they picked Darko Milicic over Carmelo. Come on now.
I'm going. You cooking, boy? I'm going there. I'm showing you in real time that Caitlin, all she has to do, what you just said, clean up this, clean up that. Angel got a lot of cleaning up that she got to do.
Okay.
So that means
you going with it? Talk to me. Where you going?
Who is lower in standards and who is higher in standards? I just asked a question. Who's
already up here and who's here?
Yeah.
It sounds like hating when I say it. Can somebody else say it? It sounds like I'm hating. I'm just.
It's not hating. It's facts.
What my eyes see.
It's what your eyes see.
What my eyes see. And
be truthful.
When we think of great basketball players, yes, we think of people who got it done on both ends. But all those players who got it done on both ends came in with an offensive game. Carmelo, who did not have a great defensive game, already was polished offensively. He just got serviceable on defense, but we still think Carmelo is great. So again, it goes to styles make fights, like the OGs like to say.
Did you understand in real time? Go look it up and investigate. They was not even going to start Carmelo Anthony on Denver. Did you know that? They was not looking to start Carmelo Anthony. They didn't think he was going to come over to lead Denver. No, sir. Go look it up. Look, I'm older than you. Me and K-Sap, we older than you, but we know they wasn't looking for Carmelo to do what he was doing in Denver, bro. It was too many vets over there, man, that was already handling their business. So what I'm saying is she got a center that she could pass to, right? I'm talking about
yeah. Oh, you talking about CC now? Yeah.
CC got a center she could pass to, right?
Who was the number one pick?
Who was the? Who did see? Now you keeping it real? Okay,
the number one pick.
Then she got a top
who also came in polished. Who she's not a finished product. She can improve
She's
her
not
jump
finished.
shot. But
She's
she
not-
had a jump shot.
Her
It ain't
ceiling,
like she's hitting
her
a mid
ceiling
range
is
right
lower than CC's.
Who AB?
AB.
Her ceiling is lower than CC.
So, oh
She
yeah, her
could be.
ceiling,
She could be. AB can consistently be 15 and 10 every night.
she's
Just on
not.
the strength, she got a mid range. She got.
She
She
didn't
got a
get
mid.
better. She didn't get better when CC hit the floor. Is that right, K-Sap?
Hey,
Got-
you cooking.
Got her,
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm giving y'all the floor.
she did not get bro. She did not get better. She
All right.
is a Akeem Olajuwon type center. I'm almost done. I'm finna close this out.
Uh-huh.
Every player that's on that Indiana roster, Mitchell, Paul, all of those players were fits for Caitlin Clark. Nobody on the Sky, not even Camilla. Camilla wasn't even a placement for Angel because Angel was looked at as a worse pick than Camilla. Facts. Camilla coming to the Sky was supposed to be the leading scorer, the leading shot blocker, the leading rebounder, and the leading defender when it comes to the backcourt. That's facts. You can fight me all you want to because she went third in the draft. Angel Reese was never expected to do these things. And when a player comes in like that, like the way she did, like that boy that's over there in Golden State, say his name.
Which one? The white boy?
Curry.
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 Oh, you saying, oh boy, yeah. All right.
Curry.
I thought you were talking about Pajinski.
See, they never even thought Curry was even going to be able to even handle it, man. They
I
had
saw that man in Davidson. I don't know what
All
they
right.
was looking at. I wish the Knicks.
Hey,
so
bro.
what I'm saying is, I'm
Go ahead and land this plane real quick. We got 3 more people on the panel.
2 seconds. So when you have a player that does exceptionally well coming into the league, you expect more. But when you have a player that's so-called a role player, not even going to be the 4th, 5th, 6th option. They didn't have her Angel Reese picked as a 6th option on a put-together veteran team, the Chicago Sky. But thank God we have a coach that we have, and I'm just telling you facts. It goes by what you lack and what is not expected of you instead of what you got that you're supposed to do. That's it.
All right. And before you, I'm going to let Mo3 go because he just jumped in here, and then I'm get back to you, Hootie Mac. Bro, I'm glad you brought that up because when you closed it out, you said something that was very interesting, man, about Camila Cardoso. That goes to show you what the Skies organization thought about Angel Reese, making her the 7th pick. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think that she was going to come in and do the things that she was doing. They thought Camila Cardoso was going to come in and be that person. But evidently from the naked eye test and what you're seeing, Angel Reese is being that person. And like I told people before, they could have picked Angel Reese at number 3. Camila Cardoso still would have been there at number 7. They still could have got Camila Cardoso. So that goes to show you what the Skies front office thought about Angel Reese. And what you said is a role player. They thought she was going to be a role player, not even potential to last on this team. But she's made a statement for herself. So let me go ahead and let you go, Mo3. Go and jump up in here. Mo3, you there? All right, well, Jonathan, we'll go back to you. What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan jumped out. Go ahead, Hootie Mac. Go ahead and get it what you got, Hootie Mac.
Brother, Mr. Claude.
Go ahead.
So I get where you coming from with your point. So I'll give you a counterpoint to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these players that you were explaining to me, like the Jordan saying he wanted to guard Isaiah, so on and so forth. One thing that we are overlooking, or I feel that we all are overlooking, is when we look at how these players played in college, generally If you look even at their stat line, for the most part, that first year they come in and we see flashes of what they were generally in college, because all you can generally do if you're getting playing time is do what you knew. Now, NBA is a little different. They get a little bit more time. They get more time to work on their body, get a little bit more time to work on some things. Cool, granted, right? But as far as your example for CC, which I can see where you're going with it, but you have another number one pick who we supposed to have a lot of expectations out of, right? Number one pick. You excluded the second pick, the third pick. You're excluding that for now, right? Number one. We want to talk about number one. Okay, so I got expectations for my number one. My number one right now, 1 point off her average from last year, and she had a vote for MVP. I don't know how many votes, but she said she was 11th on the list and an all-star. Cool. So she's shining. She had all-star again this year. So still consistency. The scoring numbers maybe a little bit down, but she's showing some other things in her game that maybe some people weren't aware of, like the deep range. She's taking a couple of threes and playmaking. But she had that already. From what she's saying, she really didn't do too much in the offseason because she had a lot of other things on her plate doing the commentating work. So she didn't really do too much basketball work. Maybe she'll be a little bit more on top of her game this offseason. Cool. But she brought what she already was into the second year and still leveling it out. Cool. Look at her college numbers. They're also pretty much on par with what she was doing first year. CC, now for Caitlin, and I won't belabor the point too long. She was about 5 turnovers a game every year in college. She was about 38% from 3 every year in college. Had 1 year she did 40%, right? And she was about 8 assists every year in college. But she was shooting about 20 to 22 shots a game, right? It's scoring about 30 points. Now she's taking about 5 less shots, but she's still turning the ball over at the same rate as she was in college. So consistent there. She's still getting about the same amount of assists, 8 assists a game, consistent there. And some of the moves that we've seen in her bag, except the midi and the floater, which I was saying she's starting to try to pull it out. We're seeing fairly consistently there with what she does. So she's basically brought what she is, the same player, into the league in that first year. And also likewise for Angel. We look at, I had to pull it up. Angel's Maryland first 2 years, low scoring numbers, like 10 points a game. But then when she hit LSU, very first year in LSU, she skyrocketed to like 20 rebounding numbers and all that. So even still, Angel was scoring about 20 points, 20 points a game and decent rebounding numbers for her first 2 years. So again, I can't speak for what other people's criticisms of Angel's game was coming to the league. If I know you a great defender and a rebounder, coming into the league, you're gonna have a spot in the league because rebounding is always necessary. You want a good defender. But if I'm drafting somebody who was not a defensive, not a lockdown defender, I drafted the best offensive prospect like Trae Young. I did not draft Trae Young and expect Trae Young to be a lockdown defender at number one. And you know why I say that? You know what I mean? I didn't draft him. I seen it in the chat. I draft you at number one. I expect you to be great on defense, great on offense. I drafted you to get what I've already seen on tape from you, right? And for the most part, you're getting that from almost every player we're looking at right now. That's in the draft. Cam Brink, she was leading the league in blocks. She probably would have set the block record. Rakia Jackson, great in Tennessee, looking like the same player right now, right? Every one of these players is the only thing that I noticed different is this year, except Peely. Peely is getting no playing time because Cheryl Reeve is so old school. It's frustrating, but she's a great coach. All these rookies that are getting a chance is showing you fairly similar to what they already was.
Okay, let me go and interject, and I'm
gonna
hold on,
Brooklyn.
Hold on. Let me go and interject real quick.
What up, bro?
Let's go ahead and let's try to stay on the topic of the ceiling. Let's try to stay on the topic of the ceiling. I understand, Hootie. I mean, you brought in some facts and some great points, but we need to stay on the topic. The question was who had the higher ceiling. Now we got 2 more people that joined the panel. Now Mo 3, can you hear me, Mo 3? I don't know where Mo 3 at.
When you put their feet to the fire, they drop out.
Yeah, they drop out. All right, Jonathan, go ahead and get it, and then we're going to bring Brooklyn in here. Go ahead, Jonathan. What you got?
Well, I know Reese had the higher ceiling, but I think Kennedy showed that she even had more of the higher ceiling, the way how she impacted it as a floor general. Um, I think the more we see more of floor general and scoring from Kennedy, the more this team has a chance to win more games and finish off of the season and secure that eighth spot to be in the playoffs. After what I saw tonight, we gotta make sure Kennedy like remain on the team. And just imagine, an elite point guard and adding Kelsey Mitchell to the mix with the Sky. That's gonna even make this team even more dominant. You know what I'm saying? And we need point guards that's gonna feed the bigs the ball. You know what I'm saying? We need Angel and Camilla to step up, especially when their sophomore years come in the WNBA. So having an elite point guard in Kennedy, feeding them like the way how she fed them tonight, that's going to improve the Sky for next year. All they, judging from what I'm seeing, all they need is a couple of more 3-point shooters and some elite
Pow
point
pow.
guards, and
Pow.
that's it.
Pow pow.
Yeah.
Pow pow.
Hey, that's a great point, Jonathan, man. Hey, that was a good synopsis there. Let me let you in here, Brooklyn. What's going on, Brooklyn? Brooklyn. Come on, you guys got to be ready, man. Where you at, Brooklyn? Man. Brooklyn. Mo 3. You there, Mo 3?
Yeah.
Okay, Mo 3. Go ahead, Mo 3. What you got, man?
I don't know why y'all couldn't hear me last time. My
Now
mic
we
was
couldn't hear
going
you,
off.
man. You was gone, man. What happened?
I don't know. My mic was going off. Like it's going off right now. But whatever. I was just saying, if they was watching tape on Angel Reese in college, her junior year, her Maryland years wasn't all that good. Her second year was better. But it's because her first year wasn't that good because she wasn't getting playing time like that.
Coming off the injury.
If you really watch, she got injured and she wasn't. So when she came back from injury, she wasn't getting a lot of playing time like that. But once the next year she started getting playing time, her numbers went way up. And then when she went to, well, not way up, a lot. When she went to LSU, it skyrocketed. She averaged 23 and 15 on 50% shooting her first year at LSU, which was her junior year.
Yeah, junior.
Yep.
Yeah, 23 and 15 on 50% shooting. That's excellent. So imagine, and her scoring went down a little bit on well, not really a little bit, a lot, but she was average like 17, a little over 17. So it went down about like 5.5 points. But that's because she started like sharing the ball more, and people realized she was a threat, so she got a lot more double teams and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But that first year, they didn't really think she was on that. So they didn't like show her too much attention, and until she's like was just cooking them. So like, oh man, she's really on that. We gotta really start playing D on her. So if they was watching that, I don't know. I don't understand why they wouldn't think she would be doing that, or they would like draft her and then be like, okay, let's see how we could translate this to the WNBA, because those are 23 and 15 on 50% shooting is not some scrub numbers. That's not a role. Those are not role playing numbers.
That's a good point, man. Hold on, let me get this super chat real quick. Hey, appreciate Brandon Sleep for the $2 super chat. Kelsey gonna.
1 pound spec, you eating like 1 pound spec, you eating right. 1 pound spec.
Kelsey gonna get cord. She not leaving in Indiana. Hey, hey, she better stay. But hey, that's a great point, Mo 3. Now we got Brooklyn back in here. Brooklyn, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and drop it, Brooklyn.
Well, I think, shout out to Mo 3 because it sounded like, I didn't hear everything he was saying. I only heard the last part. It sounded like he said, well, I camped up. I kind of heard Wody Mack going over Angel Reese numbers, so I was just gonna correct them. Her first year, you got to realize. I heard y'all talking about ceiling, so I'm gonna answer both questions. I think your question was who has the highest ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all talking about just Angel Reese or y'all talking about and Caitlin Clark or y'all talking about the whole rookie class.
Nah,
But
we was
No,
talking about
both of them.
between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. The question was because Hootie Mack brought up the reference that what Caitlin Clark has done outside of the Olympic break. She added the little floater. She added the little post-up turnaround mid-range game. And my question was for all the critics out there of Angel Reese saying that she's offensively discombobulated, that she don't have an offensive package. She has no package, right? But for her doing the things that she's doing without offensive package, this is not the finished product. So who do y'all think has a higher ceiling? Is
all right,
it Caitlin Clark
I got you.
or is it Angel Reese?
So I'm happy you gave me that feedback because now I'm actually giving y'all context and I'm gonna make it all make sense. So I'm gonna touch on three different things. So one, like I said, Mo3 kind of answered it, but I just want to correct one thing. His second year she averaged 17 points. I don't know if Mo3 said that because I came in late. But her first year she averaged 10 points because she was injured. See, a lot of people leave things out when they talk about injuries. She played 4 games and she got injured. So that's why she averaged what she averaged her first year. Her years where she was healthy, her second year where she averaged 17 and 10, she was the leading scorer and the leading rebound on her team her second year, which is really like her first year because anybody who don't have a first year, your second year is like your first year, right? So your first year, you really playing in college. You're your leading scorer and your leading rebounder on your team. That's a leader. And then she goes to LSU, and then her numbers skyrocket from there. New team, just came off surgery, and you go to 23 and 15. That's crazy. You know
On
what I'm saying?
50% shooting.
And then the reason why her numbers came down in next year is because she added another scorer by the name of Anissa Murrow. Y'all might know about it. She a
Morrow.
beast.
Mm-hmm.
She a beast. You can't score if you got the team that they had pretty much was a super team in year 4. You can't add like your points is gonna go down.
Fly J.
So yeah, Fly J, Michaela
She
Williams.
has scorers around her.
Yeah, she has scorers, so your points is gonna come down. Even a point guard, they was trying to make a point guard was a scorer, right?
Look what Ice
Yeah,
Spice did in the championship for him.
The Helly Van Lift chick. She was
Yeah.
also
yeah,
another scorer, right?
yeah.
All right, so I just wanted to put that in context while her numbers quote unquote skyrocketed. They ain't skyrocket, they just went up when she got healthy.
Man,
Right?
that's a great point.
All right, boom. So now let's talk about
Hold on just
the
1 second,
ceiling.
Brooklyn. Let me get to this super chat and then I'll let you continue. Shout out to Sharice De Jesus for the $5 super sticker.
1 pound spec, what you eating like? 1 pound spec, what you eating right? 1 pound spec.
All right, go ahead, Brooklyn.
All right, so let's talk about the ceiling question. Y'all was acting about the ceiling question. So some of y'all might notice by now because I've been hearing this more often, throughout chats, but maybe some people don't know. So when they was coming out of high school, going into college, Angel Reese was actually a higher ranked player than Caitlin Clark was.
Yes.
Paige Beckers was number 1, Angel Reese was number 2, Caitlin Clark was like number 4 or 5 or something like that, right? So when they went to college, Paige Beckers was actually the number 1 player. She was the one that was getting all the coverage. It wasn't Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And then Paige Beckers ended up getting hurt, and then Caitlin Clark ended up skyrocketing, right? So now her offensive game, y'all talking about the league. I just told y'all Angel Reese got better as she got healthy. Caitlin Clark was, the glorified player getting all of the awards or whatever the case may be. When they come into the league, the difference is Caitlin Clark is pretty much playing the same game she played in college now in the league. She's not really adjusting. She's starting to get better. Like you saw in the beginning of the season, she was struggling with the physicality and all that stuff. So she adjusting to that type of stuff, but she don't really have to adjust her game. On the other hand, Angel Reese, the reason why people thought her game wouldn't translate is because Angel Reese is 6'3". But sometimes with these college coaches, they so focus on winning championships and winning games, they don't prepare you for the next level. So they had Angel Reese playing a center position when they should have had her playing a power forward position. because she was so dominant and these girls couldn't stop her at 6'3". She's 6'3" and she going up against 6'7", 6'8" girls dominating. Now they was
Exactly.
blocking her shot. They was blocking her, like, you could tell she would struggle because it's not many 6'7", 6'8" girls in college. There's only about 4 or 5 of them. Most of the girls is like 6'4", 6'3", or whatever. So she would dominate most girls in college. And then the taller girls, you could see she would still get off, still have her numbers, but she would struggle a little bit. So that's where and then she didn't develop that outside game. The reason why she didn't develop the outside game, though, is because Kim Mulkey would get upset with her because she was so dominant in the paint if she took too many outside jumpers, so she would bench her. So she just continued dominating in the paint. So
I'm glad.
now you fast forward to the league. So you in the league and she's still trying to remember what she keeps saying out her mouth. I'm trying to improve my game and translate it. So defensively, her game translated, right? She's getting steals on MVPs. She's guarding on the best players. She's fine. But on the offensive end, it's not translating because these girls are not intimidated the same way you was. If you really know Angel Reese is really a bully, right? Like if you seen her in college, Angel Reese want to dance. She want, like, basically how she played with Melissa Smith in that game when they beat Indy. That's how she is against everybody.
Yeah,
like she want to dance
on the block.
Yeah, she want to dance and then laugh in your face and talk shit to you. That's coming. Don't worry. That's probably be here next year. But you could tell Angel Reese ain't really find her niche yet because she ain't do no TikTok dances yet on the court. Once she start doing all of that, then you know she's comfortable. But right now she's trying to learn a new position. That's why she hasn't translated yet. So to answer your question about the ceiling, I know that's not the answer y'all want to hear, but I can't really say either one of them or any of the rookie class got a higher ceiling than any other, because the good thing, and that's what I keep trying to tell people about, it's not just about Angel Reese, and it's not just about
that's
Caitlin
that's the question, though, Brooklyn. That's the question. We're not
But
talking about
I
the
gotta
whole rookie
answer
class.
it.
Nah, you can't answer it that way.
All
See,
right.
y'all moving the goalposts. We
So you gonna so you tell me what my answer should be then.
No, I'm not telling you what your answer is.
That's what you doing, bro.
No, I'm not, because we didn't ask you about who has the best ceiling out of the rookie class or any other player.
Neither one of them then, because here's the thing.
That's fair.
Here's the thing about both of them. They're both is as good as advertised, right? That game, that national title game, if you watched it, they both showed out. If you know who Caitlin Clark was in college, that person in college, as you can see, is slowly translating into the WNBA. The person that Angel Reese was in college is even slower translating into the WNBA because she got to learn a new position. But she's becoming dominant like she was in college. So that's what a lot of people don't realize. I'm not going to talk about nobody else that you don't want to talk about.
But
you don't want me to say nobody else.
Brooklyn, hold on. Let me put this in context. Sometimes that's how we get off into other discussions, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that because I'm too smart to do that. I would have tried it all.
That's what I'm saying is, the thing about it is the question was out there. This was between, because it was brought up to what Hootie Mack said and what people were saying in the chat. They started saying disrespectful things about Angel Reese on her game, critiquing her game that she has no offense, right? So the question was posed: if she has no offense, right, and she's dominating the way she's dominating with no offensive bag, out of the two, who has the higher ceiling right now from what y'all seen in the WNBA? And Hootie Mack made reference to Caitlin Clark came back from the Olympic break. She implemented a floater into her game and a turnaround baseline shot, right? But Angel Reese hasn't implemented nothing into her game. She's continued to play the same way. And she said it on her podcast, working on that mid-range game. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The mid-range game, right? So the question was, out of them two, who has just out of them two, not the whole class, just out of them two, who has the higher ceiling? That was the question.
Right, but they two different positions. So that's a difficult question to ask about a power forward and a point guard.
But if you don't have the answer, that's all. That's all. We respect
No,
that.
I
You don't
did
have
answer it. I said neither one of them have a higher
Okay.
ceiling because they both gonna be great. That's a
Okay,
fact.
and
I
we
mean,
and
I mean, if they
that's
want to
respectful.
be, they might not be if they don't put in the work. But if they both can be potentially wise, they both can be great players.
There you go.
Nah,
That
man.
that's
As I was saying,
respectful.
Mr.
No,
K-Sap, I
man.
said I ain't gonna
No.
hold you too long because I still want to go run, get my food on and all that. So using information that's here in front of me, right? Well, my leaning is CC has a higher ceiling.
Okay.
Because one, she's already pretty damn good offensively, right? And our main concern, most people's main criticism of the girl was she turned the ball over too much and she don't play no defense. Now she's giving you, these are hypothetical, but okay, she's been giving you about 25 points since the Olympic break comeback. Today was 25 points. The last game's like it's been about 25 points and 9 to 10 assists, right? That's great. Under also, imagine you just take away the turnovers if we could imagine if they weren't there.
Boy,
We got
y'all
we
guys
got a player
crazy,
giving me
man.
25 and 9. That is amazing. Just like the same way I would say I got a player that give me 15 and 15 points, 15 boards. Like, yo, that's great. Son, he coming, right? But now let me take that 25 and 9 player like Kawhi Leonard, and I get the defense with it. The reason I think that the potential is there for CC, because both of them, Angel is fiery, CC is fiery. C just seems to get fiery about
Wait.
offense.
Did you
Imagine now
just
she gets
yo
fiery
Hootie,
like that
I
about
can't
defense.
believe y'all, man.
yo
I
Hootie,
can't believe
Am I
y'all.
did you
right or
just
wrong?
wait, did you just compare CC to Kawhi Leonard? Is that what I compared?
No, I'm not comparing TC to
I
Kawhi
can't
Leonard,
believe
brother.
y'all, man.
That's what
I cannot
comparing
that's
believe
what
y'all
you
TC to
tonight.
just
Kawhi Leonard.
said, bro. All right, go ahead.
I
I'm just
can't
trying to make that
believe
hurt.
all the
Let
analogies
me just
that
say
y'all are
something real quick,
using
man. Hootie, you
to
tripping, man.
just answer a simple question. I can't believe that, man. I
I
can't
didn't
believe
use
how
no
far
analogies.
y'all moving the goalposts on a simple question. Now, Brooklyn, he went off and said what he had to say, but then he reeled it back in and said he can't give us an answer, which I respect, right?
I
So
didn't
all
say
the
that,
things,
bro. Okay, I'll take that.
but all the things that you said, Hootie Mac, about her offense, and now she needs to correct the turnovers in defense. But where else can she go offensively? Where else can she
Even
go?
better. Imagine now she go work with like say Jay Crawford and get more creative because she's not poo-poo. She not poo-poo with the ball handle.
Creative
Imagine
already.
she get even more creative with the handle. For whatever reason, this boy is out here, big 7'4" is out here working with Jamal Crawford working on his ball handle, Wemby, right? Let's say you see the girl, and this is why I say you see the girl took a month and came back and was forcing in her game stuff that she'd been practicing. So it only leads to believe, like I said, she is probably a fast learner or she is a super locked in Kobe Bryant like anal about basketball player.
Well,
So
what can
you suck
Angel
on
Reese
defense.
implement to
He'll
her
probably come
game?
back next season playing like Kawhi on defense. Yeah, now I say Kawhi now.
Now,
Yeah.
what can
Yo,
Angel
bro.
Reese add to her game to take it to
Yo,
another level?
yo,
Look.
Hootie.
I'm gonna answer this
Offense.
question.
A jump
I
shot.
didn't answer whose ceiling was higher, and I'm gonna answer it now. It's Angel Reese, and it's clear. I'm gonna make it simple as it. Everything that CC can improve tremendously, but everything CC can improve on, Angel Reese can improve on that. There's not everything that Angel Reese can improve on that CC could improve on. You know why? Because the best part of her game that right now is her defense. And the reason for that is because she is way more athletic than Caitlin Clark. And athleticism plays a big part in defense. If some people want to be good defenders, but they just can't because they don't have the athleticism. You need the quickness, the lateral movement, the coordination. You need physical God-given gifts to help you
I know
play
we don't say
defense
Draymond is
on
a dirt
offense
defender, but he ain't that
on
athletic.
you said what?
I know we don't say Draymond is a dirt defender, but he's not that athletic. It's still an effort thing, my brother. If
It's
this,
an
Hold
you might not be a shot blocker,
effort
on.
but
only
you can
gets you so
shuffle your feet.
far.
Yo,
You
hold on.
can
Let me say
shuffle
one
your feet,
thing.
bro.
Let me say one
You
thing.
can shuffle your feet.
I think the problem with this conversation is what y'all trying to ask and what y'all actually asking is two different things, right? Because when you say what's the ceiling of somebody, you basically saying how good they can be, right? But that's not really what y'all asking. I think what y'all asking is who has more to work on.
Nah, we asking a high ceiling. When Andrew
All right,
Wiggins
so
came into
look,
the
let me
league,
tell you why that's the wrong question, though. If you say, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, maybe this is what y'all saying. If you say Angel has a higher ceiling than Caitlyn, you basically saying Angel is going to be a better player than Caitlyn. So that's what you're trying to say?
We're saying she can be, because everything that CC
Okay.
can improve on, Angel can also improve on that. But it's not everything that Angel could improve on that CC can also improve on.
Okay, I respect that. I
But that
disagree.
what he said right
it's
there, which doesn't make too much sense to me. What they need to improve on is polar opposites. CC needs to improve defensively, and yes, she can add more tools to her
we're
offense,
not
which
talking about what
already
they we're not
exceeds her offense. Hold up, my brother. CC's offense, say what you want, exceeds majority of the guards in the league at already right now. Already exceeds most guards. If you look at percentage wise, how effective she shoots from a certain range and how effectively she shoots at the basket. Now she adds more of a well-rounded game. She's already more
she
well-rounded
already
and
has a
exceeds
well-rounded game.
most guards in the league. This is what I'm saying. What I said, their expectations and what they improve on is polar opposite. Her defense needs to improve for CC. The offense needs to improve for Angel. And like we know with any player, and why this is why the analogies come in. Dwight Howard needs to improve on his offensive bag, and the most he got was a little jump hook in the corner three. Right, he still was athletic out this world and great on defense. That stayed with him. That stayed with him. He didn't become an amazing offensive weapon, but he got a little bit of an offensive bag working with Hakeem. So Angel, with all that, she can get a jump hook in her bag, she can get a mid range, all of that, and it can all be serviceable, good, solid. But she's not gonna go take anything with already the deficiency in her offense and become Nafisa Collier.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Great. She can be great.
Hold up,
good
Hold
offensively,
on 1 second.
I got a question after Case.
I got a question for Hootie Matt. I got a question, man. Who is CC being compared to in the WNBA? Who she's being compared to?
Sabrina's probably her closest comp.
Okay. Now, where do you rank Sabrina?
They don't compare to Sabrina.
Sabrina is the best guard.
Okay, she's the best guard, right? Okay. Yeah. Now, who is Angel Reese being compared to in the WNBA? Come on, don't die. You should answer the question.
Asia Wilson.
Okay. Now,
I don't know why.
Okay, if Asia, but listen, and the reason why I said that is I can understand why you said you don't have the reason why. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because they see the potential that if Angel Reese can get that mid-range game and shoot that three, she can be just like an Asia Wilson. And right now, Asia Wilson is the GOAT, right? So that lets me know that people that watch basketball understand that Angel Reese has a higher ceiling than Caitlin Clark right now because they comparing her to the likes of an Asia Wilson. There's no other comparison in the WNBA that they're comparing Angel Reese to outside of Asia Wilson.
I think that's fan.
I think that's fan fiction too. Let me ask a panel question.
Because Asia's offensive game, and again, I don't want this to sound like this is coming off as disparaging, but Asia came in with a lot of the tools she has and perfected them. Right? Angel can hope to be a portion of what Asia is and be a great player on the strength of what she can do defensively and rebounding. Just being honest, she can be a complete game changer just off of what she does defensively and rebounding. And yes, that matters. But now, if I want somebody to go get a bucket, I'm still gonna get a ball to Kennedy.
Let me ask a panel a question though. I'm gonna use two different.
Great way to minimize. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
I'm gonna use two different.
I ain't trying to keep it real.
I'm gonna use two different players. So I want to know the panel's opinion. Who has the highest ceiling between Maya Moore and Candace Parker?
Man, they retired and gone, so I can't answer that question.
I think Maya Moore had the highest ceiling.
I'll let the panel answer that.
That's different because Candace had the defensive abilities too, and she gave you offense.
But so did Maya.
Maya was okay defensively and great, like otherworldly offensively.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The one time I have to agree with Hootie Matt.
She had the ability to get better on defense. She just didn't need to because she was already good.
if I have to really take a deep dive and really look at it for what it is, I would say Candace Parker had the higher ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
And see, like if I had to choose, I would say Maya Moore, only because Maya Moore is my GOAT. I think Maya Moore the best person that ever came through here,
I
in my
understand that she
opinion.
your goat, but sometimes you got to take that out of it. And for the question that you
No, no,
asked,
no. All right, that's no. I'm saying
okay,
what I'm saying is, let me say it a different way for you. I think Maya Moore the best basketball player, woman. Period.
okay.
So again, she's my GOAT. She's to me, she's the best basketball player that came through this
He
shit.
only played
So
seven
to me,
and a half years.
I know that's crazy that I feel like that for a person that only played that
No,
long.
but we can respect that. We respect that.
No,
Right.
that's why
But
I'm
the
saying she
question
had the higher ceiling. Candace played
was
what 20 years?
about the ceiling, right? So
But the reason
now,
why, let me tell you the reason why I asked that question though, right? Again, going back to my earlier point, remember how I answered the question? I said they both are great. They both have the potential to be two great players. When you're talking about great players, we can sit here and argue all day about one had a little more of this and one had a little more of that. If they both great, they both gonna be around the same level, right? It's different if you got good and great. Then you could say this one had a way higher ceiling. But if we talking about two people that's gonna reach, let's just say goats. I'm not. I don't know if Caitlyn and I don't know if Caitlyn and Angel gonna be goats. I don't know if they're gonna reach that status. I think they can be. But if they both reach GOAT status, then we sitting here arguing a mute point about who has a higher selling. It's not going to be that much
that's not a
higher.
mute point. That's not a mute
The
point.
the,
That's
the
that's
reason
great
the reason why the
conversation, man.
Candace
No,
the
but what I'm
Candace
You know
saying
Parker
what?
is
You
the
know what I
reason
can
why.
see
Hold
it?
on, hold
She
on. Let
could
me
be
explain
better.
myself. Let me explain myself. The reason why I'm saying that though is because the which I keep arguing isn't who has a higher selling. Y'all keep arguing who has more to work on. Y'all keep talking about Caitlyn is almost at her selling, I guess. And you saying that she don't got much more to work on, and y'all saying Angel has a lot more to get to her selling. So that means y'all basically saying which one has more to work on.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm
Y'all
not
saying
saying that
that.
at
What I'm
all.
saying is, if you go back and look at when the draft happened, right? They drafted Angel Reese on her ceiling, right? So now the reason why I say that, y'all go back to when Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker came into the NBA. What did they draft Andrew Wiggins on? His potential and his ceiling. Who had the higher ceiling? Has Andrew Wiggins tapped into that higher ceiling? No,
Nah, I
right?
gotta disagree
Became
with
a
that one.
good player.
I no,
He's a
I gotta disagree with that one.
how you gonna
Because
disagree, Mo?
because Cleveland drafted them, but they already had a deal in place with LeBron. They
But that
needed
has
to get
nothing to do
no,
with his
yeah,
ceiling.
no, they needed to get yeah. Cleveland didn't care about his ceiling. They just wanted Kevin Love,
No,
so they
okay,
drafted.
no, but he went off to greater pastures on
Yeah,
different teams. That
that's
shouldn't
what.
stop his potential of
Yeah,
becoming the player that everybody thought that he was going to be,
yeah,
regardless
but
of what team he played on.
yeah, but that's what everybody else thought. But the team that actually drafted him didn't care about his potential. That's what
But
I'm trying to say.
he was drafted off of his ceiling, where his ceiling could be. Has he ever tapped into that higher ceiling?
Nah, you never reached your ceiling.
Okay, and
Nah,
that's what they're talking about. Angel Reese, she's drafted off of her ceiling, her potential on what she can be. So a lot of people think Angel Reese could be that. That's why she gets them comparisons to the Asia Wilsons of the game, one of the greatest to ever play the game. But when you're looking at Caitlin Clark, what Hootie Mack said, everything that she's added to her game, I'm not saying things that she got to work on. Hootie Mack is saying that. I'm just saying offensively, I just think she's right there where she needs to be offensively because you
Oh, you
see the
talking about
numbers that she's.
Angel?
I think
Nah,
if he was drafted
no.
off a ceiling, he would have been the number one or the
Kennedy
number
Carter.
two pick though.
No, not Angel Reese. This is what the Chicago's organization. That's why they picked Angel Reese. That's why she went number 7. I'm not talking about the first round pick. I'm not talking about Kennedy. I'm not talking about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin
No,
Clark.
no, yeah, I'm saying you saying that Angel Reese is drafted off her potential, but what I'm saying if somebody's gonna draft, and not just Angel Reese, anybody, if somebody's gonna draft a person off their potential, and you think you have the potential to be Jordan or whoever, you know what I mean, you got the potential to be this great person, then you're gonna go high in the draft. I don't know if that's why she was drafted. I think they drafted
no,
because
No,
of what she
what he,
showed in college.
no, what he's
And that's
saying is
one thing
that
I will say I
they
agree
had
there
her
because
potential
what you
as
no,
low potential, not
They
high
had
potential.
exactly. They had her
That's what
as
he's
low
saying.
potential. So if you're drafted with low potential, the only thing you can do is go up, man. They already Caitlin Clark
yeah,
already had
absolutely.
expectations on her. She already
It's
had
like drafting Dwight Howard. It's like
exactly.
drafting Dwight
Exactly. So she and that fits what we're trying to say. I just think me personally, I don't care what everybody else thinks. Me personally, I just think Angel Reese right now has a higher ceiling. She has more that she can get to. She got
Matter of
more that
fact,
she can bring out.
I don't
I
understand
think
why
Dwight
it's so
Howard is, and
hard
I
to
know it's a
understand
male.
that, bro.
I know it's a male, but let's say Sylvia Fowles. I think Sylvia Fowles is an attainable and even to be even potentially better than Sylvia Fowles, the Hall of Famer Sylvia Fowles for Angel. If y'all got an issue with that, and I lived in Baton Rouge and watched LSU and watched Samoan and Sylvia. If y'all got a problem with Sylvia Fowles, I see Sylvia Fowles as a comp level
No,
and
I
potential better.
I don't have a problem with that.
They only here to cause confusion.
No, what are you talking about,
listen,
man? Like,
listen.
all right, this is the thing. If the reason why I feel this is how I feel. If if Angel Reese gets a mid range and a 3-pointer like Aja Wilson, she'll be better than Aja Wilson. You know, she'll be a better version of Aja Wilson. You know why? Because just right now, she's a better playmaker and she has a better
What?
she
I think you
what
gassing
you
it,
mean?
my
She's a
brother.
better playmaker. What are you talking
I
about?
think you gassing that one. You must have missed
Angel
that
Reese is not a
pass from
better is
Asia,
not a better is
Asia
not
the
a
other night into the post.
is not a better playmaker than Aja Wilson.
I was watching that. What game
Nah, I
that was?
gotta disagree with that, Mo 3. I gotta disagree with
Bruh,
that
you
right
guys
now.
Asia
Yeah, I
threw a hell of
disagree
a
too, Mo.
pass.
I was
I
with
gotta
you.
disagree with
I'll
that.
be with you a
man.
lot, Mo 3, but this I don't
Nah,
understand where you're
man.
going with this one.
Hey
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, I
listen,
think you
This is
listen.
his
free
Put
opinion.
a
Aja
little bit on that one.
put Aja Wilson on Chicago Sky and see if she do with it.
Nah, she's a better
A lot of the
playmaker.
Put
Asia,
on,
a lot of the time,
the
no,
sky is a
a
7
lot of the
seed.
a lot of the times, yeah, because of Aja Wilson. But I'm talking about her playmaking. A lot of the times, she gets bailed out because she has all these good shot makers around her. It's kind of like Clayton Clark. She has a lot of times she gets bailed out when she on those assists and stuff. When she passes the ball, she gets trapped. She passes the ball when
Nah, I wouldn't use
I
Bell
gotta
out with
disagree.
Asia Wilson,
Hold on for
bro.
a second. Let me get this right here. I got a $5 super sticker, man. MR.
1 pound spec, you eating like 1 pound spec, you eating right. 1 pound spec.
Appreciate the support. Go ahead. Finish up, Mo 3.
I mean, maybe y'all seeing something different than me, but I just
I mean, it's
because
your opinion.
because remember, AR used to play point guard.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that, man. It's your opinion. We
You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
I mean, they your opinions, man. We can agree to disagree. But I was with you there for a second, but you lost me when you said she a better playmaker than Asia Wilson.
He
I
lost
can't.
me.
Yeah, I can't go.
And
I
when
Yeah,
can't
you
give
see
you that
Asia
one.
He
Wilson,
lost me when he said she's gonna be better than Asia Wilson. I'm like, hey.
I just
we
yeah,
do
that's what
see
I said.
Asia
No,
Wilson
I
run the
said if she
fast
gets
break, bro,
if
off
she
a
has the
rebound.
same. I didn't say she's gonna be. I said if she had the same mid range and the same 3-pointer, she would be better.
Well, she's being compared to her. That's all I'm saying. And
You know what
that's
Anybody
I'm
could
saying?
be better, but I ain't gonna
That's
just
what.
say that
okay.
all willy nilly.
But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about what ifs. This is not no. Oh, this is gonna happen. We're talking about what ifs.
Yeah.
This
Let
is a
me let
what
me
if.
ask
This
let
is
me
a
ask
what
y'all.
if
I just want to
conversation.
ask y'all one good question, man, and we gonna sum this up. Just want to ask y'all a question. Inside the WNBA right now, even all the players that came through the history of the WNBA, right? I know Brooklyn got Maya Moore as his GOAT, right? This is what I want to say. Out of all the players that came through the WNBA, all the greats, all the Hall of Famers, and it's going back to what I asked y'all earlier. What other comparisons are Angel Reese getting? She's getting the Asia Wilson comparisons, right? So let me add, this is why I'm asking this question. Where do y'all have Asia Wilson ranked in the WNBA as all-time greats? Where do y'all rank her?
To me, I think Asia Wilson is gonna take over my GOAT. So that's where I kind of look at it. I kind of look at it as like a baby GOAT. Like everything she doing, I think when she finished and she retires, she gonna be the GOAT.
So from what you just said, Brooklyn, if you think she's going to be the GOAT, and Angel Reese is getting all these comparisons to the GOAT, right? So, and that goes back to everybody that's on the internet comparing Kobe to Mike, LeBron to Mike, and things like that. This is how we get these conversations, right? Who can they compare Caitlin Clark to? She's a generational talent. She's one of one, right? But there's no comparisons to where they patent her game after somebody else, right? But if these media pundits and these so-called basketball gurus are comparing Angel Reese to Asia Wilson, man, that's high praise, man.
I'm gonna tell you what they would say though, Sap. The argument Caitlin Clark fans make is they don't compare her to no woman. They compare her to a man. They call her. They call her.
Hey, Brooklyn, I'm gonna give you that when you brought.
No. I'm not even trying to argue.
I know. It's not an argument. I'm just saying. I'm glad you brought it up.
No doubt. I just know how they are. So they're gonna say we don't compare her to no woman. We compare her to Steph Curry, which I think is a crazy argument because she don't play nothing like Steph Curry.
That's erroneous.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna compare her to anybody, she more Steve Nash or somebody like that.
Hold on for 1 second. Hold on, Brooklyn. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hold on for just 1 second. Man, I got a $5 super chat from Mr. MR.
1 pound spec, eating live. 1 pound spec, eating right. 1 pound spec.
He said they only here to cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
All right, go ahead.
No doubt. So I was just gonna say, like me personally, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably do compare Angel to Asia, but I never did that. I don't see Asia when I see Angel. Me personally, I see Angel. Like I think Angel got a unique game. Now it's other players who I feel like right now because I do think Angel is gonna get better. So right now, before she gets better, it's people I could look at and say, oh, she mirrors her game. Like, this is not a sexy name, so I know a lot of people won't like this. But to me, and with what she has right now in her rookie year, Angel's Rebecca Brunson. And if she develops a 3-point shot, she'll really be Rebecca Brunson. And Rebecca Brunson won championships. So that to me, I don't think that's a bad comparison. Now, I think she's gonna end up being better than that. When I look at the comparisons, I look at somebody like right now again, who she could be like next year 2. I see Nneka. I see Nneka Agumike. I see Derek Hamby, maybe a little bit better than Derek Hamby, but I see like those type names. And then going from there, I don't really think she's gonna be Asia. I think she's gonna be Angel for real because I just think her game is so unique. You can't really compare it to nobody.
Yeah, and for Hootie Mac,
I think people say Angel because Angel is a name. I mean, Asia because Asia's a name they know. One thing I notice about the WNBA is a lot of people not knowledgeable about what they talk about. A lot of people casually watch the WNBA, so they just talk about whatever popular player they know. Even when they talk about college, people get on my nerves when they start talking about this draft class, and all I hear is Paige Beckers, Paige Beckers, Paige. It's like, damn, pay attention. It's not just Paige Beckers. Like,
and the crazy thing is, the crazy thing is,
I don't know what.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is when Hootie Mac made that Kawhi comparison with Caitlin Clark, right?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Guess what Kawhi Leonard said. So that right funny. There, sometimes Hootie Mac, man, he knows his stuff, man. But sometimes he go off on the deep end sometimes, man. And sometimes you got like bro came on here. He cooked him straight up. It was the cooking channel earlier. He cooked him straight up. So, gave him a little lesson in history and took him out to the back of the woodshed. The old school people we take to the woodshed and bring out that switch. That's what bro did. But it's crazy. Like Brooklyn, you brought up some great points, right? Because when you're talking about the draft, right? And actually you enlightened me on some players that we need to be on the radar coming out from this draft, right? But like you said, it's about people always talking about just Paige Beckers. It's other players out there because you always get that diamond in the rough, right? So the reason why I say this is because when you're looking at it from some socially condensed lenses, that's all you're gonna see, right? But if you look at it for its totality and a deep dive, the way you do, I've always told people, certain people that come up on the panel, They give you a 4-course meal. They bring the meats with the potatoes. They even give you a fork to eat it off of. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't take that in consideration. Some people in the chat, I think they just be talking, right? Just because they in the chat. I appreciate everybody in the chat. But when I drop the link for people to come up on, if you want to get your point across, right? Because I can't see all the chats. I probably done missed a lot of stuff, some great stuff that people were saying. That's why I said them super chats will go right to the front and we can get to them. But I also dropped the link for y'all to come up on the platform and share your basketball knowledge. So I appreciate, Bro Claude, Mo3, Brooklyn. Hey, my bag. I got J Rock in the building. My bag, J Rock. Go ahead, J Rock. What you got?
Oh man, what's happening, K-Sab?
What's going on?
Oh man, I understand it's all good, man. You want to show you got a really good discussion going on here, man, and I really appreciate that.
Okay,
So
appreciate you.
And one of the things I'm looking at right now, I'm gonna piggyback a point that you said a while back when you said about the upside between who had a greater upside between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I also believe it's Angel also for this reason. One of the reasons why, because what you just mentioned earlier was the fact that Caitlin Clark had already came in with a lot of worldwide hype to begin with. She already, because everybody already had ESPN bets had it out okay. What's the odds of her winning Rookie of the Year outright?
Yeah.
What's the odds of winning MVP? Is she gonna be the next Magic Johnson, John Stockton, so to speak? All those discussions was being thrown out about Caitlin Clark. Nobody was really checking for Angel Reese like that, and everybody saying like, well, she's the 7th overall pick. If she was so good, other 4 or 5 other teams would not have passed up on her. Now all of a sudden, she's done things now that Asia Wilson has not done in her rookie year. Not only Asia Wilson, in the whole 27-year history of the league, no other rookie has done. So now, she is fully entrenched in the Rookie of the Year discussion. Now, do I think she's gonna get it? It could go either way. It could even be a 1994 NBA.
Jason Kidd and Grant Hill. Yep.
Kidd and Grant Hill. So that's also a possibility. I really believe that once she gets that out, because I think a couple things that Angel needs to develop on the game is a consistent 10 to 12 foot jumper, obviously.
Yep.
And her post game, especially if you can get a turnaround jumper, and heaven forbid she start dropping threes on a semi-consistent basis. She's gonna be world of trouble. And I'll tell you one thing I hope that people better hope don't happen. They better hope she don't put in a call to Akeem Olajuwon down there in Houston, and she start working with Dream.
She's gonna be working out with Stewie and Kevin Garnett.
That's what they said. They said that she was getting with Breanna Stewart. Yeah.
Stewie is gonna personally train her along with Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett already plays to help her with the mid range.
Yeah, because Kevin Garnett, he was impressed when he saw her up close in person that one game when he was right behind the goal, and he was like, man, he started formulating his own comparisons. He started comparing Angel Reese to Sean Marion, his second jump getting the rebound. Rebound is an art and a skill. So people that's saying it's not, they don't know basketball. But I'm glad that you brought that point up, J Rock, about what Caitlin Clark was already submerged in when she came into the WNBA. Angel Reese got none of that, right? So she can only go higher. For the people that say, oh, she's just rebounding, right? But damn, the night she had 24 and 12, right? And the thing that I like about what Angel Reese did today, that three-pointer that she took, she just stepped right into it and let it fly. And she hit the shot. Now, if she can hit that three, she just don't take them. She'd be wide open and she'll pass them up. That's just like the mid-range game. She'll just pass them up. But what I like tonight of what Chennedy Carter told her, man, shoot that shit. Just shoot that shit.
Right. And also, too, I could tell you this as well. Looking at the dynamic, like I said, she dropped 24 For somebody who's supposed to have a limited offensive game, she dropped 24 points tonight. She shot over 50% from the field easy.
60%.
So, 60%. And then on top of that, everybody talk about all she does is rebound. What did the great Pat Riley always say? No rebounds, no rings.
No
That's
rings.
Right.
No rebounds.
But
no rings.
y'all do realize what she had tonight that she hasn't had, right?
She had Chennedy Carter.
Yeah, Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy Carter, but more importantly, what she had was better guard play. And I said this
exactly.
Right, I said this a few weeks ago. I don't know if it was in here someplace else, but everybody talking about how Angel Reese is playing. But how you gonna play well if you got bad guard play as a big?
Exactly.
Right, that's number one. And then number two, the other thing she had was gravity. So the thing that Kennedy Carter brings is it Kennedy Carter and now Camilla actually. Kennedy Carter and Camilla both add gravity to the court, and then it allows everybody else to play freely. That's why the game looks so different today than it looked in the past.
And you know what's funny, Brooklyn? I'm glad you brought that up, man. And you know what's funny, man? I'm gonna let everybody on the panel know and everybody that's in the chat. This is what is glaring to me. Twitter's quiet tonight. YouTube is quiet tonight.
Oh yeah. I said that too. Hell yeah.
But Twitter, what I don't like is somebody said in the chat, but I looked on Twitter. What is all this stuff that's going on with Kelsey Mitchell? Why are they coming at Kelsey Mitchell now? Just 1 second. I got to get to this super chat, man. Let me get to this super chat. Somebody got a great point here.
1 pound spec, what you eating like? 1 pound spec, what you eating right? 1 pound spec.
Shout out to MR for the $10 super chat. Why has nobody talked about how disrespectful Clark was on the Sky's home floor? Clark was hot dogging and was unsportsmanlike. I found her behavior classless. But they don't want to talk about that. They love that,
good
man.
Point.
When it fits their narrative, MR, it fits their narrative, man. They love stuff like that, man. They condone that stuff, man.
Yeah, that was a good point.
But if Angel Reese does it,
exactly,
that's the difference, man.
It's all over ESPN.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. You want to know why I didn't think about that though?
Why is that?
Matter of fact, you go, K-Side, because you
and the reason
right
why I'm glad MR pointed that out, and I'm going to take it back to early in the year when Chennedy Carter hit, forearm check Caitlin Clark, and the camera focused on Angel Reese over on the bench clapping it up, right?
Yeah.
What was the narrative on Sports Center, Twitter, YouTube, and all that? Oh, Angel Reese over there hot dogging, condoning Chennedy Carter for knocking down, or she just hating on Caitlin Clark. See, that's the stuff that I don't understand. Man, that's the stuff that bothers me. MR, I'm glad you pointed that out, man.
They didn't even show what Caitlin Clark did to make Kennedy do that.
Exactly.
The previous
it's out there.
The previous play, she knocked her down.
The footage is out there.
She elbowed her and knocked her down.
Yeah.
They left that part out.
And there was a no call.
And then look,
and then she talked shit, and then she rubbed it in the face that it was
exactly.
A no call.
And then Mo3.
Yeah.
And CC flopped anyway.
And this past game that they speaking about, come on now, anybody with eyes could see that when Diamond and Shields was maybe not the last one, but when Diamond and Shields was bumping into Caitlin, those was all flops, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I'm glad you brought that up, Brooklyn, because Brooklyn, I'm for people that watched the video that I did about Caitlin Clark's foul on Jordan Canada. Shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn was the one that sent me the video clip. He shot it to me on Twitter. He shot me the clip, and I talked about it. Why did ESPN and all these Fox and all these major networks and these YouTube media space people that produce content about Caitlin Clark, why did they hide that up under the rug? Why did they shove that under the rug? Why did Shannon Sharp go to great lengths to talk about what Skylar Diggins did to Caitlin Clark? Just a little nudge, but y'all sweep that hard foul on Jordan Canada under the rug, which could be potentially the refs. They never went and looked at it
because it doesn't fit their narrative.
Exactly.
Hey, if that's CC though, if you watched her, which I did in college, she did that a lot in college. She's a sore loser. She did that a lot in college. She used to cheap shot people. I seen her go into a huddle and just slap a girl. I'm like, what the hell? Like just straight backhander. Like, I'm like, oh shit.
I'm gonna give you guys something. All right.
Who's
So
backhanding? Who's backhanding people?
Caitlin Clark, she did that in college. She's like a kind of like a sore loser, man. She be doing that. She
well,
be cheap
nobody
shotting
likes
people. She be
don't,
yeah.
don't,
Nobody likes to lose, but just because you don't like to lose doesn't mean you're a sore loser.
Yeah.
right. So I'm gonna give you guys something. The WNBA right now would not get the eyes that they have for their white hope. So, I can remember when Bird came in and Magic them was expected to lose. They wasn't even expecting to go through the third round. Managed them. Even with Kareem there, I know K-Sap can remember. They were not picked as the favorites in the whole entire playoffs.
Oh no, not at all.
Caitlin is very important, even for us to do what we're doing. Even for us, man, Brooke left. But even for us, Caitlin is very important for the league in its entirety. So, you guys, she has a different whistle, and we got to get over that. Okay, she has a different whistle. I'm talking about all of us that's on this panel. We all have to get over she has a different whistle. Mike got a different whistle in his 4th year. That's facts. So, because Caitlin is building a business and is a business model, she is not just a player, y'all. She's just not that. She's not just a player. She's a business model for the WNBA wholesalers. You get calls to the ref board to swallow that whistle when it comes to that girl. This things that I know, that I have cousins that's in the league. K-Sap know, some of my history.
Yeah.
When you get that call from the Adam Silvers, or I forgot the lady name that's over the league right now. That's the head of the WNBA. But when you get that whistle, it's a business decision that the other players, no matter if they rookies or anybody else, Caitlin has a different franchise persona to the league.
She got that machine behind her.
Right. So Asia, we all know Asia is the WNBA. We know that at this point right now, Asia Wilson is the WNBA. And behind her is Fifi. You understand? Right now, in the league. That's
Over
just
Brianna?
And Stewie. And Stewie. My bad, Brooke. I won't go forget. And Stewie. Okay. So you got those people that sees it as a business more than a sport, that is in charge of this league. So you have to understand that a lot of things that we're saying or we even debating about, it's a hierarchy. Just like in the United States, the president is the president. All of us that's on this board, we know. So the hierarchy makes that phone call because it's very important for jerseys to sell. It's very important for it to get on television. It's very important. Hey, Diana Ross and what's the girl name married to Jay-Z? What's her name?
Beyonce.
They was not the better singers in the group. Neither one of those sisters. Good singers, great singers. But they were not the better singers in Destiny Child nor in the Supremes. But they behold the eye. So by Caitlyn beholds the eye of American people, which is white people right now. That's what they consider American people. I'm going somewhere. I'm not KSF, so you don't have to worry. So when you have the majority that is not ethnic, rooting for someone that they can put there, kind of like Steve Nash, someone that they can put there, even though he was a Canadian, they didn't care. What they cared about was that boy getting that MVP over Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaquille O'Neal was definitely the outstanding MVP, but it did not go to Shaquille O'Neal's way because even Shaq even made a statement about this. The league wanted Steve Nash to be that giant of international recognition. So by him being the white face, a great player. He wasn't just a good player, he was a great player. So Steve Nash was the narrative that at that time when Steve Nash was in, just like this boy that's here, but he's the truth though. He kind of the center that just won MVP.
Joker.
Joker.
So Joker fits the international narrative of white people to bring the league up. And Caitlin Clark is that of the WNBA. So I'm done with that.
Great
Just
point.
to say something to Mr. Claude though, with
Yo,
all
K-Top.
those
Hold
people
on.
that we reference to though, they all had to be good though. We know y'all Luca is good,
Yo,
Jokic
K-Top,
is
just check your
good.
IG. That's
Any
all
of
I
these
want to
white
say.
folks,
Check your
Bird,
IG.
they're all
All
good
right.
players though.
They wasn't the best though. They was not the best.
And you can't
Some more
and you
clips for you.
cannot we cannot put money behind you if you're not good. You still gotta be one of those ones. They can't it's hard to push something that's trash and try to laugh on my face and tell me it's good. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, but that's like trying to tell me Steve Blake was the best player during Kobe era. Nah. All right.
Smush Parker was.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't
You
respect
funny.
Steve
You funny.
Nash. A lot of people so the best point guards, so the argument during Steve Nash era, the three best point guards everybody was going back and forth it was Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, and Stephon Marbury. The reason why a lot of people don't respect Steve Nash's game is because Steve Nash's name got put in there after the rules changed. Before the rules changed, ain't nobody give a fuck about a Steve Nash.
Well,
But
Stephon
after the
Marbury was a
after
good player, right? Right.
you said was
Stephon,
Marbury a good player?
he was the best. He was the better of who you named.
Talent wise, it's hard to say between him and Kid. Talent wise, Marbury had more skills, but Kid was the best player out of all of them.
No, I'm talking about for as okay. So you got them three to pick from. That's gonna be on on your team. See, Brooke, you're a baller, so I can really give it to you. I'm not picking Jason Kidd over Marbury, nor am I picking Nash. I'm gonna go to that person that had Russell Westbrook and my man that's from here, D Rose, talent. That's what um, Marbury was at
That's a
his
fact. That's a fact.
so,
I'm from Brooklyn, so you already know. I know.
right. So my whole thing is what I was telling Hootie. It's the eye. Your eyes don't lie. We all know that Caitlin Clark is great. It's the eye. We all know that. We also know that Caitlin Clark is a person who we're gonna pick to go on our team. That's just me personally. Before Angel Reese. Why? She supplied offense. She supplied court vision and insight and high IQ when it comes to that. Angel Reese has a good IQ, but she hasn't had the chance to prove herself that she does have the IQ, which I believe she does, because
She do.
I seen her play in high school.
I'm gonna actually take the other side of that, bro, because I'll pick Angel Reese first. And the reason why I'm saying she does have the high IQ is because it is certain play. For instance, we all have seen it. Y'all remember that play where they had a jump ball and she tapped the ball to
Yes.
Camilla. Camilla got the layup. That's
Yes.
not the first time she did some shit like that. She did that shit in college first. So it's like, again, like I was saying earlier, her game didn't translate as easily as Caitlin's because Caitlin is pretty much doing the same shit she was doing in college. Angel has to kind of get comfortable. And the more comfortable Angel gets, the more you're going to see Angel's game. I kind of understand why a lot of people don't think Angel is good because, again, like I said earlier, a lot of people just don't watch. Like, it's some real... it's some real I can't think of the word right now, but people that's really into the WNBA that watch. But there's a lot of people who like just watch for 1 year or just watched a few games and then they be trying to have an opinion, but they don't know what they talking about. So it's like I could understand if you just watch Angel this year as a rookie, you're gonna be like, yo, why do you like her? But if you watch again, if you know her from college and you seen what she was able to do and get better in the IQ and the scoring and the dominating, so that's why I would take Angel first because I'm gonna be honest with you. I know the formula to beat Caitlin Clark. It's easy. It's an easy ass formula.
Very good, very easy. Yes,
all you need to beat Caitlin Clark is you need a defender at the rim, right? Yep. She's not athletic. So if you got a rim protector at the rim, she's gonna get nervous. She don't want to go in there, right? You need a perimeter defender, somebody who could stay in front of her and make her, walk side to side. She don't have a handle.
Carrington.
There you go, DGI Carrington, or everybody know her kryptonite, a Raven Johnson, yep. Or somebody like that. Somebody make her walk left and right. If you have that, and then you have shooters on the other end, if you can score, because Caitlin is gonna score, no matter how much defense you have.
Tonight when they played Minnesota,
exactly. No matter how much defense you have, she's gonna score. But if you have scorers on your side too that don't mind fighting back,
yeah.
Caitlin is not that. See, a lot of people, again, they only been watching this year, so they like, oh my God, she's amazing. But I've seen her win and I've seen her lose. And I know how she beats people and I know how she gets beat. Even this year, like with the Chicago Sky, I kept telling people who kept telling me Dana Evans got good defense. I'm like, yeah, but she 5'6". Caitlin Clark is 6 foot.
Yes, I don't give a fuck how. 6 foot.
I don't give a fuck how.
She's a legit 6 foot.
Yes,
exactly. Exactly. So look, I don't care how good your defense is. Caitlin Clark loves small guards. If you ever watch her in college, I don't care how good your defense is. She was gonna cook you. She you don't put no fear in her heart. But guards 5'8" and taller that could play defense put fear in her heart.
Hey, hold on.
So it's like I know exactly how to beat Caitlin Clark. That's why I wouldn't pick her first because she got too many weaknesses in her game. I don't think she's. I think Caitlin Clark is a great. I do think Caitlin Clark.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the world right now in general. I do think Caitlin Clark is a good player, but I think she overrated in my opinion. I don't think she as good as everybody say she is.
All right, I'm glad you brought that up, but let me address something real quick, man. I got to address one of these comments. See, this is stuff we talking about. This is stuff that people just go off on the deep end. Somebody just put in the chat, Angel's GPA is 2.0.
Why do you keep saying that?
That's
not true.
We're not going to entertain that. I just wanted to acknowledge it, and we're going to move on.
I saw it. I didn't know if you saw it. I saw it. I was like, damn. I knew if you did see it, I knew you was going to say something. But I would like to say something to your homegirl on the screen, right?
Okay.
Because, again, all due respect, we keeping the main thing the main thing. I like that saying that K-Sap got. We keeping the main thing the main thing.
Yeah.
Right. The girl was getting initially, they were trapping her, full court pressing her, right? throughout the beginning of the year and trapping her off of the pick and roll.
Yeah.
So those threes, most of those threes she's taking are not open catch and shoot threes. She's taking a step back, a side step, or pulling up off the dribble with a defender shrouded on her. They don't want her shooting open because she can shoot from so deep. They don't give her an open look. But even still, now after Olympic break, with her defender shrouding her, like tonight she was 50% from three on 10 attempts, made 5. The last game she was 40%. The other game was like 55%. It's one dimensional, but she does show you other aspects of her game. Speaking of, now, I know all know I'm speaking about Cece, right?
Oh, we know
But
you
you can
speak
do
about
all of
CC.
that, and you're doing that on a good defender, either a good to marginal to great defender on him. Carrington, back from the break, Carrington, she had to play Carrington. She had to play Bridget Carlton and Courtney Williams. She had to play oh damn, who's another good defender that they got to see it. They played the Storm. Did they play the Storm when they came back? I think they had a game against the Storm.
Yeah, they beat
I
the
don't want
Storm.
to cap.
They beat the Storm. They beat the Storm.
Right. And they have 3 perimeter defenders on their squad. They didn't have Gabby at the time, but they got Jordan Horston. You know what I mean? Skylar does get up in her, even though Skylar's not a great defender, but Skylar's a vet. You know what I'm saying? She's not getting an open look. So if you got a defender who's offensive player who is as disrespectful with their jump shot, like say Jason Tatum, who shoots in your face and makes a shot still, what defense can you do? Look at what Kobe did when he got to the later part of his career and added that mid range, shooting in people's face. What are you going to do?
But I
You
said
just hope
that,
they
Julio.
miss.
I said she's gonna score.
So you
Yeah.
saying
Even if
put
you
a
got great
defender stop
defense
at the
on her.
rim, but she's shooting through defense. She doesn't get open
No,
looks.
see, you don't
She's
know how
shooting through
you
defense, my G.
you haven't watched these games, bro. Because like this is what she do. I could break it down to you. See, you talking about whatever you synced in the WNBA. I could tell. I could break it down to you. This is what she gonna do. You put a good defender on her, right? It's gonna limit her. She's not gonna shoot as efficient, and she's not gonna shoot as many shots. But she's gonna shoot them, and she's gonna make some. It's nothing you can. The greatest CC greatest skill is shooting. It's not passing, right? She's an elite shooter, which means that's why you can't bake on the defense to stop her. She's gonna shoot no matter what type of defense you have. But what you do is you limit her shots. You limit her shots and you make her uncomfortable, and she's gonna turn the ball over. If you got a good defender on her, she get nervous. She don't have a good handle, bro.
She's getting ripped.
Yeah, she getting ripped. Raven Johnson. And I will say this, man. I will
Not
say
only
this.
Raven, she get rips all the time.
Yeah,
Man.
I will say this about Hootie Mack, man. God forbid if Caitlin Clark gets in any trouble, they better call Hootie Mack to be her defense attorney, because I tell you, boy, he has all kinds of stuff and excuses for Caitlin Clark. Like you and Mike, I Hootie Mack, I love what you bring to the table, man. But I'm just giving you your props. You can be a defense attorney for Caitlin Clark, man.
Yo, K-Sap,
Hey,
the best
you want to
example
see?
is
You want
what
to see
happened
something funny?
tonight.
I can make defense.
I was gonna bring
I
it
can
up.
make defense for Angel too.
Thank
I can show
Mo3.
you. I can
I'll
show you
let
some
you tell
shit.
it. Yo, Mo3, can you
Brooklyn,
pull
I
up
was
the
gonna.
I
stats?
can throw defense for Angel too. I can show you some shit, K.
Can you pull up the stats? Because I don't know how much she scored, but I know she
scored 25, but she had.
there you go, 25 points.
But she shot not super bad, but kind of bad. Is 8
Who?
for 20, 8 for CC. She shot 8 for 21.
Well, you talking about tonight's
8 for
game?
21. Look, that's
Yeah, 8
bad.
for
Look,
21.
look, tonight is a perfect example what CC do against good defensive teams. 8 for 21, like you said. How much assists she had? She had like what, 8 assists, right?
She had 8 assists, 7 turnovers.
Seven turnovers. How many rebounds she had tonight?
I think she had like 5 or 6.
5 rebounds. She
We
played
talking
no
about
She had
Caitlin Clark,
8.
right?
She had 8.
Caitlin Clark.
I know the
yes.
stat line.
Hold on.
This what I was telling you about tonight.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Caitlin Clark had 20. Caitlin Clark had 25 points. She had 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 7 turnovers. She was a -7. She shot 8 of 21.
Play no defense.
This
is what she do.
Yeah.
So she's gonna score.
No, that's cap. Now that's what you capping about the defense.
Yeah.
Tonight
No,
I
she
saw the
don't play
defense
no
was a
D,
little more
bro.
impressive.
You see,
Tonight
that's
I
to
was
you. That's
watching
your eyes.
intensely on defense.
That's
It was
your
more
eyes,
impressive
bro.
tonight on defense on the perimeter.
But my point,
She
my
was
point is
actually
this.
giving
This is
effort
what
on
she do.
defense tonight, G.
Yo, but All right,
She got
cool. But
cooked in the
Hootie, my
fourth
point is
quarter.
this. This is what she do against good teams, bro. She's gonna score. Like I said, she's 25 points. Great. But she's not, you're gonna beat her defensively. She's gonna turn the ball over, and she's gonna shoot a low percent. Didn't I just say that without even talking about tonight's game? This is what she do. Like, she's not a good.
You
That's why I
did
said
watch?
she's
You watched it
overrated.
tonight? I just want
Huh?
to ask you, did you watch it tonight? Did you
I
watch it
did.
tonight?
I did.
All right.
I watched
Most of her
all the.
misses, she shot 50% from three, 5 for 10 from
She was
three.
5 or 10
So her
from 3-point
3-point
land.
shot, right? So her 3-point shot was dropping. She was taking a lot
But
of
that's
mid
the
range
night,
and
bro.
mid
You know
range
she
pull
don't shoot
ups
like
And
that
that's
from
the
and
three
point
every
layups.
that
night.
that's the
She
point
shot
that
2,
Brooklyn's
she shot
talking
2 for
about.
10 from the mid range.
Outside of the 3-point shot, when she just coming down, launching shots before defenders get set, that's a high look for CC. But when you ask her to take the ball off the dribble, get in the paint, and you got defenders there, that's where she's missing her shots. And everybody got this notion of Angel Reese missing point blank layups. But if you look at what Angel Reese is shooting outside of the layups, look at the percentages on that. Nobody want to talk about that. See, everybody quiet. See, we got crickets now. See, everybody got.
I
We
know
got.
it would actually it evens out though.
Okay.
If you saying all right, if you saying all right, Angel is better than 50% outside of shots at the rim, and CC was since the break better than 50% at shots outside of the three, it basically just evens out. We basically talking about the same type of
But
shot
that
efficiency.
ain't what Angel Reese is known
No.
for. She ain't
Hey,
known
Louis.
for shooting the ball outside the paint,
But
right? But
Check
shooting a high
this out.
percentage when she does shoot it.
Here's
Big
the
dog,
problem with that
check this
too, though,
out.
Hootie.
Hey,
Angel
hey,
Reese be
hey,
getting hacked a lot of the times when she
hey,
when
That's
she's
a
going up,
fact.
and
Hey,
she don't
Brooklyn.
they don't call nothing. That counts as a
Hey,
missed shot.
Brooklyn.
Yo,
Hold on, bro.
Hootie.
Let Mo 3 and then we'll get you in here, bro. Let Mo 3 finish. Go ahead, Mo.
No, I was just saying a lot of the times that's messing up Angel Reese's shooting percentage. She gets hacked a lot of the times, and there's a no call, and that counts as a miss
Yeah, counts
shot
as a
That's a
for her.
miss if they
fact.
don't call the foul.
If,
And
she-
yo,
if they
Mo
call
three.
a foul, then there's no that doesn't count as a missed shot. She
Yeah,
just go
that
to
she
the
goes
free
to the
throw
foul
line.
line, and she's good at the foul. She's shooting in her 70%, so she can not. She was 5 of 5
Shooting
tonight.
73%
Yo,
from the
that's
free
what I
throw
was
line.
about to say. I was surprised they was blowing the whistle. I'm watching the game like, they giving Angel calls? Because I'm so used to
Yeah.
them holding the whistle.
Do you see, you guys? Do you see when Caitlin faces the LA Sparks? Who do she don't want to see? Name that person, because we watch. I mean, you should know this.
I'm assuming you talking about Odyssey Sims. I don't know.
Who she don't want to see on the Sparks?
Yeah.
The night she played against the Sparks, Odyssey Sims was mostly guarded up,
Anytime.
and she cooked Odyssey Sims.
No. Lexi Brown. Every game, Lexi Brown has had a steal. Go check it out.
Lexi Brown ain't been playing in like a month though.
I know, but Lexi Brown rips her every time. Every game, Lexi Brown gets a steal from Caitlin. Every game. Go back, go look it up, Hootie. That's for you to do. So when she
And I'll give you this too, Mr.
That's your
Claude.
homework, Hootie.
I'll give you another thing too, Mr. Claude.
I'm
All right, and I got something for Mr. Claude because I remember a lot of things.
Brooklyn was saying is facts. What Brooklyn was saying, if she has a lockdown defender, she does not do well.
She started walking left to right. All of a sudden, she started going
All
east to
right.
west.
What they did was
All right, I'll give you that. East to west, a lot of spin dribbles, a lot of protect dribbles, right? But as I've noticed it coming in, like I said, and I'll use the change in the Olympic break from what was prior to what is now. The strategies that teams were employing on her, they're not using now. And since the Olympic break, I can only recall one time. I can only recall one time since the Olympic break that somebody went up to her, maybe 2 times, and took it and picked her pocket. Before the Olympic break, she was getting her pocket picked here and there by different teams. Now there's not a team. She is getting her turnovers off bad passes, solely off the bad passes. I can only 2 times I've seen somebody pick her pocket since coming back from the Olympic break. Where before the Olympic break,
does that include tonight?
they was getting all in that girl pocket.
Does that include tonight? Because in the fourth quarter, she got her pocket picked one-on-one coming up court.
Hey yo, Mo. Not only the
Give me
night
that.
when they played the Sparks, Odyssey Sims picked her pocket.
I know that, but I just wanted to bring it up because the game happened tonight. That's why I asked
Right,
you,
right, right. No,
does that
I'm
include
piggyback.
tonight?
This is back. Hey, Mo, this back to back games though. I'm hoping. You know what I mean?
They got a call. Hey, Hootie,
So those are two times you're talking about?
true.
Or you just not
They
watching
got
the
a
game?
call. Check it out. They got a call from the front office not to stick Caitlin Clark full court. The whole WNBA league backcourt got a call from the WNBA office. The people, the viewers, do not want to see Caitlin Clark being defended from line to line. That's truth.
That's them narratives they was pushing earlier. You look at all these podcasts, Jeff Teague and all them, man, they pushing them narratives, man. Let Caitlin Clark cook, man. Stop. Let her go out there. It's almost scripted like the WWE.
Stephen A. Smith even had the nerve to say that garbage.
Yeah, they all said it, man. And that's what's pissing me off about ESPN right now. It's pissing me off with Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp, the way they just glazing over Caitlin Clark, man. And people losing relationships over Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Right,
Hey, yo, Sap, don't forget to play those clips.
Which ones?
The two. I just sent you 2 clips in your IG.
See, stuff like that, man, you got to send it to me before the show so I can implement it in the show. So
All right, nah. You can save it for the next show, Brody. I only brought it up because you had brought up the clip, the other clips. I say, you know what? Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, I do shows on stuff that you send me.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to do a show about that.
I do shows on stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So why wasn't Lexi Brown able to play Caitlin?
She has Crohn's. Lexi Brown got Crohn's disease, so she out now.
No, what I'm saying is, why wasn't players like? Let me make it clear. Players like Lexi Brown able to stick Caitlin from line to line?
Okay.
Hey, that's a good point, bro. And I'm gonna pull up another point. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna address this prodigal. He said almost 20% of all flagrant foul ones were committed on CC. Why do you think that? Because every time CC gets fouled, they want to go to the scoring monitor to review that. But when other players are getting fouled the same way CC's getting fouled, they don't want to go to the monitor to review them plays, right? It's just play ons.
Bruh, CC.
Hey, K-Sap, those clips I sent you was about that.
Bruh.
I see. I'm looking at it.
I see her do every time she passes somebody, she swings her arms backwards, slap them in the mouth. The refs call nothing. I'm like, man, this is getting ridiculous, bro.
Because
she just be swinging her arms crazy.
What Chennedy Carter did and what Diamond the Shield didn't need no review. Let's keep it a bean.
Nah, that was flopping. The last one I give you, I think Diamond bumped her. I don't think Diamond was trying to bump her. She was probably trying to cut her off when she bumped
down
her.
The court.
But those other two where it was out the timeout, those was flops, bro. Come on,
yeah,
you
the first
just falling.
Flops, but the last one, I think Diamond got
Diamond
mad.
went too far at the last one.
I think she got mad because of the first two.
Wait, hold up. The brother said Diamond went too far, but them other two. So, just for clarity, again, I said Chennedy Carter and Diamond the Shields, and you said Diamond went too far. That's what I heard you say.
Oh, I thought you said Caitlin Clark. But you talking about Chennedy Carter foul?
The two that didn't need no review. What Chennedy Carter did and what Diamond did, that both got called as flagrants.
I mean,
and one Kennedy of the flagrants I remember is when
to me,
I don't remember who it was, but somebody slid underneath her landing space. That's been an NBA rule too, where you gotta allow the shooter to land.
That was Michaela. That was Michaela. So yeah, that was a good foul. Yeah. They was right on that. But what Kennedy did, to me, she deserved to get the flagrant because she shouldn't have retaliated at that moment. But still, Caitlin still flopped there. That was a flop, bro.
Oh, they called that out too. And
let's keep the main thing. The main thing. It was wrong for her to do it, so the right call was wrong, right?
No, you can't.
I'm agreeing with you.
Not. She was
I'm agreeing with you. Kennedy shouldn't have retaliated right then and there because she was gonna get caught. Like,
watch
she
this.
should have retaliated though.
Watch this. Like Brooklyn said, she flopped, right? Hootie Mac, you said keep the main thing the main thing. You keep on having these NBA analogies and references, right? What do they do in the NBA when you start flopping? Don't you get fined?
Yes.
So they need to start
You
fining
do.
Caitlin Clark for flopping because I've seen it in her college days.
Talk
I've seen
about
her
it.
flop.
She a
I've
flopper.
seen her. She been
Harrington called it out.
exactly, and she called it out early. And the thing about it is, my thing is, I see in the chat they talking about the flagrant fouls against Caitlin Clark, and bro brought up a good thing, man, because it makes me wonder and think because you started out the year picking Caitlin Clark up 94 feet, right? And then all of a sudden, they stopped picking her up. Is that a coincidence, or is the fix in? Is the call in?
That's a call. Mike.
That might be a bridge too far. That might be a bridge too far to say. But
Nah.
also, they started instituting some things in their game plan. That doing well when they inbound, Aaliyah Boston would be staying in the backcourt with CC, giving her them backcourt screens, and she shoot it up court. So maybe teams were seeing, all right, they figured a way to get her out of that because if she getting pressed, she started passing up ahead, passing it ahead, right? And they basically was getting into like a half court break. So other teams like, all right, if you beat me doing it, I'm gonna stop doing it.
Did you see Scott Diggs?
They figured a way to beat teams doing that.
Wait, did you see Scott Diggs last game? How they was guarding her? No, you didn't. It was slow on that.
I did watch the whole game, but I don't remember the whole breakdown.
Scott Diggs,
I did watch it.
Scott Diggs was being picked up from 94 feet. Why? Because she was cooking, right? Scott Diggs, you remember that, right? She was cooking that game, right?
Yeah.
She had 23 points, I believe. Scott Diggs got played 3 quarters, 94 feet. Scott Diggs. Why are we not seeing the same intensity on Caitlin Clark? Why? Because it's a call, dog. I'm just telling you what it is, man. I got NBA players that's relative right now that's in the league, bro. I'm telling you what it is. Michael Jordan, he went to the at the time, what's his name? What was the head of the league at that time before
Stern.
David Stern. He went to David Stern's office, and Isaiah Thomas got called. I'm friends with Isaiah Thomas' nephews. I grew up on the west side. I'm from K-Town. That man went to the office about being stuck, hit on the hand, shoved, being played 94 feet. Mike is who he is, no matter what. But it was a NBA call because people like yourself don't like Caitlin to be picked up 94 feet. You guys want to see her come up to the half court line and shoot the ball. That's exciting. It's exciting.
I would like to note on Mr. Claude that you said guys like me. I liked Kobe. Kobe cooked smothering defense, and I loved it. Shooting with 2-3 defenders in his face, and I loved it. Go ahead, guard it. If she cook niggas, hey, it is what it is. I'm not saying let nobody do nothing. I don't know why I got put in that boat.
Kobe didn't have to deal with the forearm. Kobe didn't have to deal with the hand check. By the time Kobe came, the league was already
They had to stop that hand check stuff.
They stopped
the hand check. I don't know why. I don't know why that discredits Kobe though.
Yo, Wody, let me ask you a question.
We're not discrediting
Kobe got to play that way for like 4 years.
All of the 80s, in all of the 80s, K-Sap can bear witness. Hand checking was a value.
Yep.
Hand checking, giving yourself a arm's distance on defense was a value.
That's how Joe Dumars was keeping Jordan at bay.
That's right. They took that Mike, that's I was just gonna say, I love you, boy. So when Joe, he did not understand when Joe Dumars was the one who was constantly ripping him, and then that other boy from on Charlotte, he's from Chicago, defensive guy. He does the Bulls. He does the Bulls after games.
Stacey King, B.J. Armstrong.
No, on the panel, him and Will Perdue and the
Horace
other
Grant, Cartwright.
On after the Bulls.
Yeah, I know the after game show.
The after game show. He's from here. Anyway, he was co-defender. Anyway, they could not hand check anymore because of Michael Jordan's complaint.
Yep.
They went to the forearm. By the time Kobe transitioned to the league,
that was
the
gone.
Forearm was gone.
They call it the arm bar. You couldn't give him the arm bar no more.
They took that out around the 2000s though. So like around when LeBron, right before LeBron.
Right before LeBron. Because
but Kobe was in the league in what 96?
96.
So I'm just curious then. Why is Tony Allen?
Hold on. I got a question, man. I'm waiting. Yo, Wody, I gotta ask you a question. You said you like when players cook, smother, in defense. Well, did you watch the game tonight in Chicago?
I only sparingly turned it off and on.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, you
heard him stuttering. You heard him stuttering. Listen. If you like players that could cook, smother, in defense, who you think is better, Chennedy Carter or Caitlin Clark?
You got him in Chennedy Carter.
All right, cool. You my man. So I knew you was my man. I fuck with Wody, man. That's my New York brethren. That's my New York brethren right there.
Wody Mac, where'd that come from?
7 assists and 0 turnovers today too.
Hey, Wody Mac, let me ask you a question, man. You must be hungry, man. I can't believe. Hey, Wody Mac, man. Hey, look, Wody Mac, man. Wody Mac.
What is this, Snickers commercial?
You dropped a sound bite right there. Ask him that question again, Brooklyn.
Man, look, man.
Hey, Wody, you said you like players that can cook, smother, in defense, right?
She did.
So who you think is better?
I tapped in for the first quarter.
So who you picking?
I tapped in for the first quarter. I looked at it, and then I was going back and forth between the football. I was trying to multitask.
Just answer the question, man. I'm gonna give you your sound bite. Answer the question, man. Who did you like cooking, smothering defense? Answer it the way you answered it last time.
The question he asked was, who cooks, smothering defense, CC or CC? Carter or CC? I said Kennedy.
No, that's not what I said. I said who's better. I said who you think is better.
Oh, who's better? I'll still say Kennedy Carter is because she can get you off the dribble.
Now hold up. Now
and she really
right
athletic.
There.
She really athletic.
Hey, stop right there, Brooklyn. This is for you, man.
All I do is win, no
right. That's why I tell y'all I can't let y'all cap though. If I'm gonna tell the truth, I can't let y'all cap.
No, I understand. I respect that. But I think Brooklyn ran you right into that, man.
Hey, Wody, I'm gonna tell you.
If I tell the truth, I can't let y'all cap, right?
No. But look, hey, Wody, I'm gonna tell you right now. Keep that to yourself, bro. Don't tell none of your Caitlin Clark people that you said that because they're gonna disown you. Don't let that stay between us.
Bro.
Guess what?
I root for the Liberty, bro. I'm still taking Sabrina Ionescu, man.
Brooklyn, guess what?
I'm still taking Sabrina Ionescu, Liberty, New York, or everything, man.
Heard you.
Guess what, Brooklyn? Guess
what's
what?
That?
You got him, man. But look, check this out, man. We 3 hours in, man. We gotta give our final thoughts, man. We gotta get. It's Friday night, man. I still ain't had my drink, man. It's 1:30 in the morning, man. Yeah, I need to go pop me something real quick, man. But man, hey, look, before I go my final thoughts, man, I appreciate everybody that's in the chat, man. I really do, man. Forever faithful. Appreciate you hanging in all night, giving great insight. You did your thing. You represented, man. You held the chat down. Everybody was in the chat. Smoke Jr., MR, everybody that donated to the channel. Lakeisha Green, Prodigal, always pulling up. This is the first time I saw Paper Sack Brown. Appreciate you pulling up. Brian Allen Hines, Dr. What's that? DJ M. Raj, Daniel Ike. Man, we had a lot of people. Big Cheese, Waterfall, J Rock, Smoke J. Man, we had it popping. West Coast for life. We had it popping. But I have to get my final thoughts, man. Wody, I know you got to go get something to eat because you're hungry. You're starving right now. So go ahead and give your final thoughts, man.
And I already just finished sitting here eating from the little chicken shack. I really ain't got nothing too much more to throw on that. But great win for the Sky. Oh man, yeah, I'm glad to see Angel had a solid night too. Great numbers all around, and good game from Chennedy Carter. I mean, just keep it all the way 100.
Man,
that's all.
Hey, salute to you, man. Appreciate you, Shavy Jones, for always tapping in. You found this channel and you've been here faithfully. I appreciate your support. Hey, that was a good segue on that, Wody Mac. Go ahead, Brooklyn. What you got, man?
Oh man, today I'm happy that we got a win after losing 7 games, and I'm also sad at the same time.
Come on, stop, Brooklyn. Stop.
No,
let you do that.
No,
man.
I gotta tell y'all what happened tonight. Y'all don't even know what happened tonight. Good things happen tonight. So we did get one win tonight, though. The fact that Minnesota won and Connecticut lost, we get a better pick. Our pick, so we just moved from 10-9 with 1 pick, and then the other pick when Atlanta beat who Atlanta play, I forgot who they played, but when Atlanta won, we actually moved up in the draft stock. We moved from 5 to 4.
They played the Wings.
They played the Wings, which we needed them to beat the Wings. The Wings on our, so that was a good win for us. We actually moved to the 4th spot. We had a lottery pick for about 30 minutes, and then we won the game. So we back to 5. So I'm back to this. I'm happy and I'm sad.
But guess what, man? We got to root for Indiana to beat Atlanta.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be rooting for Indiana to beat Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay, man. Hey,
if Atlanta win, I won't be mad.
Yeah, there you go. It's always good to have my man Brooklyn up here representing, holding it down. And like I said about Brooklyn, man, a lot of guys don't know, man. Brooklyn came to this channel, man, and I brought him up on the panel one night, man, and he's been cooking ever since, man. He's been cooking ever since, man. And the thing about it is, what I say about Brooklyn, man, Brooklyn, for people that don't know, Brooklyn actually hits me up on Twitter X, man, and some of the stuff that he sends me, I create a lot of shows off of, right? And the one thing I always say about Brooklyn, I give Brooklyn his flowers, man, because he brings the meats with the potatoes. He gives you the vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Actually, he gives you a good drink to wash it down with, too. So my thing about Brooklyn, I always love having him up on the panel when he's available, right? So y'all gotta, salute Brooklyn, man. He knows his stuff, man. A young guy in the game, like he said, from where he started from with the WNBA and the knowledge that he has, man. Sometimes you got to tip your cap, right? And I respect everything he does. And man, like I said, it's always a pleasure having you up, man. Continue to be great. Continue to keep putting your foot on. Hey, continue to keep putting your foot on the neck. And like I said, man, if you ever want to start that podcast, man, hey, just holler at me, man. We'll get you up and running.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Salute. All right, Mo 3. What we got, Mo 3?
Yeah, I ain't really got shit to say, man.
You ain't got nothing to say. Now you laid in the cut.
Yeah, man. It was just fun talking. You know what I'm saying? It's always fun talking with you.
Oh, guys, yeah. I just love it, man. Sometimes it just takes your mind off a lot of things, and when you can talk ball and stuff like that. Yeah. And see, they in there. Salute BK, man. See, that's what I'm saying. They showing love, man.
Thank you, people. Thank you.
Yeah, they showing love to Brooklyn. That's what it is, man. In our community, man, we just try to uplift each other, man. And if any of these people that's in the chat have a channel, respectfully, the people in the chat, man, go support them, man. It don't cost nothing, man. Hit the subscribe button and take a look at their things and things like that, man. That's the only way you can grow, man. Because, small YouTubers, man. And you know what's funny? I'm going to put this out there. I'm just putting this out there for free. And me and my wife talk about this all the time, man. It's kind of funny, man. I be watching Nightcap with Ocho and Shannon Sharp, right? And you know what's funny? They have over 5,000-6,000 people in their chat, right? And you know what's funny to me? I see a lot of these people sending donations in these super chats, right? But the crazy thing about it is, the thing about a super chat, if you know anything about YouTube, right? You send super chats. The super chats are populated for people to see your comment and to address their comment and read their comment, right? But I'll be watching these channels that have over these, 30,000, 100,000 subscribers, and they send super chats. They never read them. So people are just throwing money away to these people that already are millionaires, right? So you got small YouTube channels that are trying to make a living. And, like I said, any donation helps. $1 super chat, a 99-cent super chat, and things to get your comments read. Because every super chat that somebody sends me, I salute them. I put it right in their face. I give them it. I give them, their message on the board. I read it. I address it. But you look at these other channels, people be sending super chats to these millionaires, and they don't even be reading their super chats, man. And it's funny.
Hey, y'all want to hear a funny story?
What's that?
So I got to give you your flowers, right? So one day I was looking for your, cause if I'm on a chat like this, sometimes I clip it up, I put it on YouTube and shit.
And I get them all the time, and I respond to them.
Right. So I was looking for your chat one time, and I couldn't find it. So I had typed in YouTube. I typed in KSAP, and I clicked and you was on a podcast. So I was like, "Oh, look, my man KSAP on a podcast, right?" So I listened to about 20 minutes of it, and I gotta salute you because there was 3 women on the podcast, and they were saying how, you helped you got them started and doing their podcast. So
and I think I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's these chicks from back in the DMV, man. It's man, I forgot the name of the podcast. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I forgot the name too, but I was like, it threw me off because I was like, wait, this is not what I was looking for. But I was like, so they was talking a little bit about you and your wife. They were saying that you and your wife actually did a show. I think you did a show with your wife about relationships or something like that too.
Yeah, because I used to do I do a marriage chronicles and a roundtable talk. Yeah,
there you go.
And
That's how they
found me. And they hit me up, and when I went home, they reached out to me before I got home and asked would I be on their podcast. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Right. Yep. So the fact that you did that, you encouraged them to get their podcast started. So you shout out to you for being a beacon in the community, because a lot of people want to tear people down or they don't want to help people, but if people who don't know, you got a big heart. You want to help people. You want to see people win. So shout out to you for that.
It's everybody can eat in this YouTube community, man. I mean, it's no reason for me, if I got the sauce, I'm gonna give it to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to hide behind, because that's not gonna affect what I do. Right. If I give you all the knowledge and tell you, Brooklyn, this is what you need to do to start your podcast, I'm gonna help you. I'll promote you. You've been promoted on my channel. People know who you are. So if you do start a channel, people gonna find you.
Right.
Because they like what you bring to the table. That's not gonna affect my pockets.
Right.
I'm gonna continue to eat. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it, I tell people, one monkey don't stop my show, right? So if I pass the knowledge on to you to get you started, then that's great.
Right.
Let me hit this super chat real quick. Hey, forever faithful onto him for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate you, sister. Much love. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's the support. That's what I'm saying, man. And I appreciate that.
Bro, I want to shout out to you too, because bro, ever since I've been coming up here, you've been showing me love. So I appreciate you too, bro.
Man, hey, Brooklyn, like I said, anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about uplifting each other, right? We don't have to come in here and be combative and call people out outside of what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We don't get disrespectful to nobody. We just keep it in basketball. You know what I'm saying? But some people can't see that because you see the messages in the chat. You should see all the messages that I have on the videos I do that YouTube has to have them in review, because if YouTube don't like them, they not going to show them. And then people get mad at me. Oh, you deleting my comment. I'm not deleting your comment. YouTube is monitoring that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to do with that.
And listen, I go through it too because listen, because I fell in love with this WNBA thing. I'm in the comments, and the same kind of conversations I'm having on here with y'all, I'm having in the comments with the disrespectful fans, right? That they, you already know how to get in the comments. So I'm in the comments with them chopping it up. So yeah, I already know how I get. So.
And I will address something because I know you want to get Be Nice to come up on the panel, but I don't think he'll never come up on the panel.
Nah, he won't.
But the crazy thing about Be Nice, I will say this is Be Nice been with me for the longest, right? So him trolling and stuff like that don't bother me. But I would love for him to come up on the panel to hear what he got to say when you got other people acknowledging him and trying to cook him. That's all I got to say about that situation because I know you want a piece of him. I know you itching to get a piece of him, but he just won't pull up. He'll stay in the comments saying anything he wants, but he won't pull up. I know that for a fact. Yeah, I know that for a fact. So, man, Brooklyn, like I said, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, anytime, I'm live, come up on the panel. We can do a show together, me and you. Hey, just let me know, man.
Listen, I'm with whatever.
Just let me know, man.
All right, bet.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate the call. Now let me go ahead bro, Claude. Since you came in here cooking when you first came on, man, I'm gonna let you end it off, man. Any more recipes that you got in the works? Nah, go ahead and close it out, bro, Claude.
First of all, I want to say flowers to you because this is one of the most solid places. I don't go many places, as you can see. I check them all out. I don't really go to too many places. This is my home. This is gonna be my home. You already invited me to be at home. What we are doing is that the great minds like Brooke and Wody and all of those people that come in and have their opinions. It's a free channel to have their opinions, no matter what. You don't get. I love you, sister, forever. It's a great platform to give your opinions. It's something that we all have to build on. And what it is that when you have a loving heart like yourself, a loving man, a loving heart, a responsible guy in the community, it's just a good feeling because I only move a certain way. I only move a certain way, and I only move with certain people.
Hey,
because I've been doing this thing for over 40 years.
I respect that, bro, man. That's something that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, when you hear words like that, because sometimes you could be doing something right and you don't know what your value is, right? And I'm not going to, be too much longer, but that's the reason why when I started this podcast, man, I've been doing this, man. If y'all read the story about me, how I became into the podcasting game, growing up in the DMV, man, I was associated with 7 brothers, right? And we just talk sports. And technology evolved over the years, and we used to do this through a 3-way conversation and things like we would talk sports, right? And we have a saying that everything that we was saying prior that night, we would wake up in the morning and hear somebody stealing our material. The same things that we talked about on a 3-way conversation, we would hear it on George Michael's Sports Machine. That's for the people that's from the DMV area. When we had to watch George Michael's Sports Machine, we would have to watch it on Worldwide of Sports. The same things that when we was talking about sports, they would utter some of our words, and we were like, "Damn, we said that shit last night. They stealing our material, but they getting paid big bucks to do this, right?" So as we came together, as technology involved, man, we all kept in contact. And it was a saying, this is how Simply Ball Dropping was informed. This is how Simply Ball Dropping came about. One of my partners, which is now, he's my brother-in-law. He's married to my sister. And we would talk sports. And if somebody would give you some misinformed information and we would go fact check it, my brother-in-law would say, man, y'all dropping the ball. Y'all ball droppers. So when we came up with this podcast, I said to myself, we all got together and I said, what would be a good name of the podcast? And I just happened to blurt out. I even had my daughters helping me out with this, man. I had my wife help. And I said, man, we just simply ball dropping. So that's how Simply Ball Dropping was formed, because people would drop the ball and they'd be like, you ball dropping. So we just said, man, we simply ball dropping, man. And that's how Simply
fire.
Ball Dropping, came in. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
So
hey, K-Sap.
Yeah.
Now tell them about the guy you was in the military.
What you mean? So
hold on. With you.
So you read the history on that?
I was a part of the 20 minutes I watched. You was like, I used to get him because I was quiet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So you didn't. Oh, okay. So you didn't. Okay, Brooklyn. So look. So that's a. I guess that's gonna be an inside joke between me and Brooklyn. So that lets me know Brooklyn been going through the category. He been going through the catalog. Yeah, man. Hey. For people that don't know, man, I just don't talk sports, right? We have a round table talk. It's me, my wife, one of my partners and his wife. It's 4 of us on the panel. We talk round table talk, hot discussions, right? Me and my wife, we have a marriage chronicles. We talk to people that's been married for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, right? But what Brooklyn is referring to, he caught one of my round table talks, right? And I was in the military, man. Unfortunately, my basketball career, I got a 4 ride to Bowling Green, man. And I got a 4 ride, and what happened was, I don't know if anybody, because y'all know basketball, y'all know Antonio Daniels, right? He went on to win a championship with the San Antonio Spurs. But what happened was I had a 4 ride to Bowling Green. The year I was supposed to go there, I blew my knee out. Redshirted my freshman year. Antonio Daniels come in, and he takes over my starting position at guard. And right then and there, I was like, man, this college shit ain't for me. So I got out, got clearance to go into the military, went off into the military. But what Brooklyn's talking about is when I was hell. I was hell when I was in the military, man. So we'll leave it at. We'll leave it right there.
Another day.
Yeah, we'll set that back for another day.
I spent 8 years in the military, my ride.
Yeah.
8 years in the military,
Yeah. So, man, we'll leave it right there. So Brooklyn does his research, man, and I appreciate that.
Good. That's why I like you, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You're young
appreciate it.
Yeah. And that's what I say about Brooklyn. See, Brooklyn is one of them people that do their due diligence, right? He'll go research. Like, he came up on the panel the other day when old boy busted out talking about the draft class with Aaliyah Boston. Oh, nah, Brooklyn came in with the facts. He came in with the fact, and he shut all that down. So I appreciate people like Brooklyn. And I've always tell people, like, when you talking sports, sometimes you got to know your facts, because if you don't know your facts and people fact check you, they're not going to come back and deal with you, right? Because they be like, oh, he just talking shit, right? But one thing about Brooklyn, what he brings to the panel, just like you, bro, what you bring, bro brings the history lesson. You know what I'm saying? You bring out stuff that, people in the chat can learn from. Like, oh, damn, this cat knows his history about ball. He takes it all the way back, to the Wilt days and stuff like that. And
bro, the teacher.
Yeah, and bringing it forward. You know what I'm saying? And what Brooklyn brings to the table is a bunch of knowledge for the young people that's in the chat that can learn, because like he stated his story, he just now started getting off into the WNBA. But what he has done is he's done the research on not just the names that stand out. He does the research on the other people as well that'll be coming in these draft classes. It's not about the Paige Beckers and all that. We all know who she is, but do you know the others that Brooklyn knows? And that's what he brings to the table. Hootie Mack brings a different dynamic because he's like a defense lawyer, right? What he does, he's like an attorney, because anything that we say about Caitlin Clark, well, no, we ain't even got to be talking about Caitlin Clark. And he'll just have her name thrown in the conversation. You see what I'm saying?
My man Mo 3 know his stuff too.
Yeah, and like I said, I was getting all that. I'm telling the dynamics that everybody brings to the table.
Yeah.
Mo 3 is like that sniper in the backyard. You don't see him, and then all of a sudden he strikes, and you still don't see him. So Mo 3, he comes in, and he makes a valid point, and then he falls back and lets you marinate on it. That's the type of person Mo 3 is, right? So everybody that's on the panel, man, and I appreciate y'all, man, because y'all make the show for a better show. Like sometimes you can get on here. Sometimes you don't like just talking to the camera, right? And talking to people that's in the chat, right? That's why I do the podcast and drop the videos. I can do that all day long. But when I want to have a healthy basketball discussion, that's why I always drop the link. See, I'm not one of them channels that are not going to invite people up, right? Because I don't know your story. They don't know my story. But you might come on here with something inspirational. And from, and I just want to tell you a little something, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I know it's Friday night. We all can sit back and kick it. I know it's late on, on the East Coast and stuff. I'm on Central Standard Time. It's only 2:00 in the morning. But what I like about what I do, man, I got so many opportunities, man. I got sponsorships with one of the biggest insurance companies here in Texas, because I'm located in Texas right now. But I got a sponsorship with the biggest insurance company here in Texas, True Choice Insurance, that sponsors the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just got an email from Bleacher Report the other day.
Yeah, right now.
See what I'm saying? Opportunities are opening up. I wasn't going to bring that to the table because I'm waiting for things to get finalized. Bleacher Report basically emailed me and asking about using some of my clips on their Bleacher Report app.
That's what's up.
So that's what I'm saying. So we doing shows like this, and you guys on the panel. That's you're getting exposure, right? So that's why I give everybody the opportunity. So now, once I start bringing you up on the panel, I'm gonna start showcasing y'all's name, because I'm gonna reformat it, right? So like anytime that y'all come in, it's gonna show y'all's name, right? I want people to know who you guys are. You see what I'm saying? So when it goes to Bleacher Report, once we finalize what they're talking about, then y'all gonna understand where I'm coming from.
I'm gonna give you one more thing. You probably already thought about this, but one thing I noticed, and it's not just sports, it's from all the other podcasts I watch.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get a sports book to sponsor your shit. That's where the money. Like, but you know what I mean? Paul George, any podcast, Joe Budden, they all have a sports book. So,
but you know what's funny about that? I'm glad that you picked that up, man. It's a lot of people. I've gotten emails, and I heard a lot of other YouTubers talking about it as well. It's a lot of people getting emails from people wanting them to sell their rights to their podcast, and you only getting a percentage of it, and they getting a bigger percentage of it. And that's a lot of things that a lot of people got to think about as well, because that's going to hurt you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you giving up rights to everything that you do.
Absolutely.
Right.
So they're going to buy your podcast out. So stuff like that, you got to watch out for stuff like that. I get emails from, I got a sponsorship with SeatGeek and everything like that. So if y'all guys need tickets and stuff like that, just use Simply Ball dropping at checkout. You're going to get 20% off of your ticket purchase. So I'm just throwing that out there. But
you're supposed to be saying that every 30 minutes. Like,
nah. I got it on my thing,
just
man.
thinking the same thing.
Brooke.
Nah.
Hey, Brooke.
Yeah.
You gotta spit
really
that
weird-
out there.
I do that on my podcast. Sometimes I'll say this show is sponsored by SeatGeek. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I sponsored by True Choice Insurance. I got another partnership with a printing company, B Pressing. I got Boho Chic, a online boutique. I mean, I got different avenues, man. I'm not the type of person that throw it out in nobody's face, man. But
I mean, I get it stunned on us without stunting on us.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey,
what I would like for you to do, K-Sap.
What's that?
but that's been really weird to me is that we talk about Mike because I love Mike. That's my man. You know that. Kobe and Bron, but we don't. Doc is not really talked about. Doc, that's something that I would like for you to do. And Elgin Bella, those are your real, true high flyers that started it all. I would like a joint from you if you can do that, because education for the youngins, it's all in your head because we grew up together.
Yeah.
We grew up in the same place, and like everything y'all see, Brooke, Elgin Bella around the rim, and doing what Dominique did. He was already doing those things and never got credibility because, of course, Elgin Bella was inconsistent in points sometimes because they used to try to hurt him.
Yeah.
They used to try to hurt Elgin Bella. But if you go and look at Elgin Bella's first years, they was trying to figure out a way to stop that man because Jerry West was passing that ball in the air all the time that he could. Will Chamberlain just wasn't the only factor when it came to that Lakers squad. It's weird because we don't talk about Doc and Doc Revolution. I mean, Dr. J was when you talk about ballers, he was a playground king. He was a playground. He just wasn't there in the league. But Dr. J would literally go to playgrounds, and that's what Michael got it from.
Yo, bro, can I give you some advice?
What's that?
Since you gotta, like I said, you the teacher, you got a lot of history, so you should, and this is up to you if you want to do this, you should pick a player like that, whether it be Doc, whether it be Elgin Bella, whoever, and just say, today I'm gonna teach the youth I'm gonna talk about this for 10 minutes or whatever. I'm gonna tell people who Dr. J was, and then tomorrow, like the next time you on, you could be like, I'm gonna tell people who this player was or that player. This player's forgot about. I need to remember who this player is. So you could just have a player in mind that you want to talk about, that you want to give knowledge on, and be like, today I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of knowledge of this player. Because a lot of times when, again, people speak from aspects they don't know, sometimes a lot of times your favorite player might resemble a player that we seen before. You don't even know because they don't know who that player is. So that's up to you if you want to do that. That's some advice for you.
I would need help because I don't even know where to begin. Because
I think you'll be fine because it's up to you on how much information. You don't have to tell. You gotta
have to tell it all.
You gotta leave people room to go research themselves, right? You just saying, yo, this player had this, and that. You ain't gotta tell it all, and it's up to you to, you could just say like if I could just pick a player in history real quick, somebody like, and this is more recent, this is not even in the 80s, somebody like Larry, because his son is in the NBA now, Larry Nance Jr. You can say, I'm gonna tell y'all about who Larry Nance was. He was more athletic than his son, and then you could just tell him a little bit. You ain't gotta say everything. He was a high flyer, played on Cleveland, battled with Jordan and EJ, and then tell them a little bit. Maybe, I don't know what school he went to. Maybe tell them a little bit about the history, and that's it. It could be 5 minutes. It don't, it could be 3 minutes. It could just be whatever you want to give on that player, just to be like, yo, this y'all forgot about this player, and if you like this player, he's similar. Just whatever you want to talk about. It's up to you. So that's advice if you want to do that.
That's a good idea.
Let me ask BD Smith a question, man. When you talking about the GOAT debate, what GOAT debates you talking about, man? If you're still there, what GOAT debate are you talking about, man?
Ain't no debate when
I just want to hear what GOAT debate. I don't get off into to the GOAT debate. I've been on panels where I discussed it, but I don't get off into that GOAT debate, man.
Me neither.
I mean, them GOAT debates, man, it's more than just a GOAT debate. I know you're talking about any sport, but you got to understand something about YouTube when you're talking the GOAT debate. Don't nobody want to hear that stuff no more, man.
I mean, it's over. It's over.
It's done, man. They don't want to hear that no more.
Especially since Jordan the GOAT. Like, don't nobody want to talk about it.
Don't nobody want to hear it. They don't want to. I'm gonna tell you how YouTube work, and then I'm gonna let y'all guys go. If you notice how people run these LeBron James hate channels, that's revenue pullers, right? When you say good stuff about LeBron, people not watching that stuff, man. They don't want to hear the good stuff about LeBron. They want to hear all the negative stuff, man. If y'all realize when that guy made that accusation about the Balco stuff and people started talking about LeBron James was on steroids, man, I looked at some of these channels that only had like 600-700 subscribers, but they produced them videos of LeBron, the hate channel on LeBron. They was getting over 80,000 views on one video, man. Wow. And they only had like 500-600 subscribers, man.
Phenomenal. That man is a phenomenon.
That's what I'm saying. So anything that, you talk about LeBron, and if it's hate like and stuff like that, and dispelling his achievements and stuff like that, oh, people love that. They gonna put their honey on their chest and start twerking it up. They love that. Yeah. But if you say anything good about LeBron, people don't want to see that. They don't want to see that.
You know what that's kind of like?
What's that?
That's kind of like how I feel like what's gonna is gonna start happening to CC, because a lot of the reasons why it's like that is because of a lot of, not all, but a lot of LeBron James fans. They act like CC fans.
Hey, you ain't said nothing wrong.
There's a huge difference, though. It's a similarity there, but the difference is with CC fans. So the difference between CC fans and Angel fans, right? Because people like to always say that there's extremes on both sides, and they're right. There's extremes on both sides, but CC fans, it's a large core of motherfuckers is racist.
Yeah. I'm saying if you exclude the racist part,
yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's a similarity. I see what you're saying, but
that racist first though, Bert. It was the same way with Bird. We just didn't have social media.
Social media. Yeah, I'm glad that's that Mo 3 said. Go ahead, bro.
It was the same way. I went to Catholic school, so when I was a Catholic school kid, growing up from grammar school to high school to college. Larry Bird was their go-to. Larry Bird was, which I'm a Boston, I'm a Chicago man, period. I'm a Bulls man, but I'm also a Boston guy, right? Yeah. But it's always gonna be the racial until us create our own league. Like the Negro League was powerful, and that was so messed up that we caved in. If we can create, Shaquille O'Neal had a great idea, but everybody's not on board. But if we can create our own league, do you all understand how impactful and transparent that it can be, really, when it comes down to Black awareness, Black prosperity? Just with we talking about basketball cats, that can change the whole dynamic of the Black economical strand. But we'll get into that later. But
all right, check this out. This is one thing I want to address real quick, man. Hey, forever faithful unto him, man. Man, everybody's been loving your support tonight. Everybody's been loving all the things that you say, and I just want to. I'm gonna give you the honor right now. I'm gonna make you a member of the channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that anchor. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that wrench. I'm gonna add you as a moderator to this
I like
channel.
your energy. You got good energy.
I like your energy. I like every respectful thing that you said. So right now, you have became a moderator of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast channel. So now when you start posting your messages, you'll see that wrench on there. So you got access to, kick anybody out the chat that you feel is being disrespectful.
Especially names like BD Smith. I'm joking.
Yeah. So my sister, forever faithful unto him. So now when you start chatting, you got that anchor.
Love y'all. Love you guys.
Look,
Man.
she's so sweet. She said she feel honored.
Nah, because I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's the support and love that I just feel some nights, man, coming on here, because you don't know, that can go a long way. You don't know what people are going through, just like Bro Claude said. You know, like as brothers and as a community, it's up to us to change the narrative, right? It's up to us. And when you got people coming in here being respectful, such as forever faithful unto him, that is the right thing to do. So something just came across me like, hold up, let me stop and just let me, I pay homage, you know what I'm saying, and give her flowers for the thing that she has been doing in the chat, because I've seen like her chats and she's atting people, because it seems like she knows what she's talking about. And that's what impresses me about some females. Some females, like Quita Love Sports, she know what she's talking about, right?
Hey, forever. Go ahead and click the link one time so we can talk to you for a couple minutes so we get up out of here. Click the link, forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in there if you have a chance. If your time permits and you don't have to be on camera.
You see, we friendly.
Yeah, I'll just put the link in the chat. You can click because you got control now. Nah, your comments is okay. I'm talking about the fact that anybody's in the chat, you got control to kick them out of the chat. You can kick their comments out of the chat if you feel that they come in there with racist intention. You know what I'm saying? So you got it, man. But like I said, I appreciate the love, man. I really do. I appreciate the support, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Like me personally, man, I love bringing people along with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I love lifting people up. Like I said, once this Bleacher Report thing gets finalized, man, and then we doing an episode and whatever they clip, and y'all see y'all's faces on Bleacher Report, how that gonna make y'all feel?
Oh man, we gotta go get haircuts now.
Oh, you definitely gotta get some haircuts, my man. Definitely.
Nah, hey, y'all good, man.
Hey,
but they gonna get y'all's takes, right?
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I appreciate it, man. So we got us a league, y'all, for the females. I'm so happy. I got 8 daughters once again, forever.
That's it right. Next time, forever.
Yeah, I got 8 daughters, man. So I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girls guy. I love the girls because there's nothing like a woman behind men, but there's nothing like that black woman.
There you go. And look, I want to say this to Brooklyn, man. I came on tonight's show, man, after my son's game.
Shout out to the Saab family,
No. Check this out, Brooklyn. I didn't want to say. I said it earlier in the stream, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my son and them got beat tonight, 63-6, man.
That's all right. He building character. He building
character, though. It builds character.
Boy,
it builds. You know that.
I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
It builds character to get your behind whooped.
I don't even want to talk about it no more, man. So we'll skip right past that, man. But look, hey, I don't want to. Hey, appreciate you, forever faithful. I don't want to hold too much more of y'all's time, man. I'm still crunk, man, from the Chicago win. But
hey, love you.
We're gonna get it back popping, man. Like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all got y'all's notifications on so y'all know when I go live. Make sure tell a friend, subscribe to the channel. Let's run these numbers up. Let's get these likes up. Before you get out the building, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, man.
Ball dropping.
Yeah, there we go, man.
Hey, Sap, don't forget to create your create little something off them clips.
Man, you be doing that, and I'll be liking that when I get that Twitter notification. But look, check this out, man. For people that this is funny. I'm gonna have to say this, man. Let me pull something up real quick. I think I still got it in here. But yeah, if y'all ever get a chance, man, go visit the website, right? I got a store on there. I sell merch as well, right? And like I said, man, I got to start doing my giveaways, man. Look, I got, like for people that drink, we got our own Simply Ball dropping stuff, man. I got shot glasses. Man, I got hoodies, man. I got different type of merch.
You
And
got
this is
vision.
yeah, but check this out. Hold up, real quick. Like this is where Brooklyn caught me at right here on my Simply Ball dropping roundtable talk. This is where he caught me at. Right? This is one of my Simply Ball dropping roundtable talk hoodies, right? So this is where he caught me at, man, talking that crazy stuff. But I do appreciate you bringing that up,
I
Brooklyn.
seen it. I seen it on a channel.
Yeah.
On the girls' channel.
On the
The
girls' channel.
Yeah, because I watched 20. It was like it was about an hour and change. It was on there. I watched about 20 minutes of it. So that was I got a good glimpse. I was like, okay, I know a little bit more. I think I don't want to put your name out there, but I heard you.
Yeah, you heard my whole government name, man. I tell you my whole government name, man.
Hey, look,
Claude,
you want to know how real it is?
What's that? Well, hold on. Let me watch this. I'm gonna say Claude. Just take a shot at what my first name is, man.
So it's K, right?
Yeah.
Kendall.
Nah, he was a legend in the game, man.
A legend in the game?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Nah. Come on. Hey, put it this way. I'm gonna say second all-time leader in scoring in the NBA.
Kareem.
Yep.
Wow.
And you know what's funny?
My brother.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? When I was young, Wes Unseld was doing a books. He was doing an autograph signing at the local mall back at home when he played for the Washington Bullets, right? And my parents took me down there, and Wes Unseld was going to tell my parents, "Why are you going to name your son after that bald head dude Kareem?" Right? So, and the crazy thing about it is, he came in as Lou Alcindor, changed his name to Kareem. And the crazy thing, we share the same birthday too, April 16th. But I wasn't named after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. My parents was watching a movie, and the Prince name was Kareem. So that's how I got my name. But I just it's a lot of things that I can share. I can share.
Hey, I'm gonna give you another. And this is from you talking tonight, and from me watching that podcast. You tell good stories. You should probably like tap into that. You like when you start reminiscing or whatever. You tell a good story. But look, watching that podcast, I know where you from and the reason why you went to Texas and how you.
Oh, you know it all. Hey, and since Brooklyn gonna bring that up, look. So when I went into the military, how I got to Texas, I had a child when I was in the military. So her my daughter's mother, she's originally from Lorain, Ohio, but her parents, my daughter's mother's parents and grandmother, they all ventured to Texas. So when I got out to the military, I actually went home. And then I went down to Texas to see my daughter back in 98. I went to see my daughter, and I just never made it back home. I started all over. So when I started all over, I was out here getting it in. Then I met my wife, right now, when I met her, it's almost like she grounded me. So, I've been married for 22 years. I got 3 kids. The
story how y'all met was crazy, though.
Yeah, how we met. Yeah. So I've been married for 22 years. Got 3 kids, got 2 grandbabies. So it's kind of crazy that, Brooklyn. See, that's crazy that Brooklyn's bringing that up, man.
Hey,
and
listen,
I like
you
that.
did the podcast.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big. That's real major.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, it's a good listen. If y'all want to know a little bit more about the guy y'all watch,
I gotta watch Brooklyn.
Just type in the YouTube channel KSAT, it is gonna pop up. It's good. Listen, I only watched 20 minutes of it. It's an hour, so it gotta be good because I enjoyed the 20 minutes.
Yeah. So man, I gotta watch Brooklyn. Brooklyn know more than what he gives off, man. I gotta watch him, man.
Nah, but you're not telling them, like, you ain't got to go into detail, but
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. And then, if cut me off if I'm talking too much, but like the fact that you said where you was living at, you and like your wife lived there, but you didn't meet her at that time. You met her later.
I met her later, yeah. Yeah.
Like
and
that
the crazy thing
crazy.
about it is, if y'all go up on my YouTube channel and go to and click on the live and go to the K-Sap's Marriage Chronicles, y'all know the whole history on how I met my wife.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's the fact that you do that. I think that's the most fire thing about you, like the Marriage Chronicles thing. I ain't even listened to it yet, but I think that's dope. Because to me, I mean, I don't know what it's about, but it sounds like you help married couples or something like that, or you help people. I don't know, but that just sounds like dope, to do for people. So that's fire. I'm in the sports, so I come here, but that's fire.
That's what I'm saying, and that's how YouTube works, man. Because we doing a lot of sports content, and right now I'm in that sports algorithm, so it's going to be hard to pick up that Marriage Chronicles and stuff like that to get as many people watching as we do when we do these segments right here. But we're gonna bring it back, man. We're gonna see how it works because we normally do live shows. Yeah, Forever Faithful, man. It's called K-Sap. Just type in YouTube K-Sap. I got the link right here, but I'm on the computer. So it's dang, I forgot the pod. Man, come on, hold on, man. I got the podcast right here, man. Hold up, man. See, Brooklyn, man. You'll have me up all night telling stories, man.
Oh man.
It's
that's a good thing, man.
My man K-Sap too cool, man. When he tell these stories, man, he too cool.
And we, Brooke, when I say you cut from that cloth, you a youngin that's cut from the cloth, and then people like me and Sap, we peep that, and when we do see youngins that's cut from that in particular kind of cloth, and hear how you educate and demonstrate. See, all we know, we from Generation X, so all we know is to execute. That's because
hey,
we come from that.
I didn't mean to cut you off. It's called I Am Boss Podcast. That's the one he's talking about. I Am Boss, right?
Yeah.
So if you go on here, Forever Faithful, if you go look at that one, that was the K-Sap Marriage Chronicles with me and my wife. If you go on YouTube and just type in K-Sap, that was the first thing that pulled up. But if you go watch that, you'll learn everything that you need to know about the man behind the mic. The person that's giving you this podcast, you'll learn a lot of stuff about me that a lot of people don't know unless they do the research. I gotta watch Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn's sneaky, man. I gotta watch you, man.
Hey, bro, I want to say I appreciate you for that compliment too, bro. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
man. Hold up, man. I've been missing stuff, man. I just pulled up, man. Somebody did a video on me and Showtime.
Oh, word? I hope it's positive.
Hold up, man. Hold up. Man,
these the two motherfuckers I was talking about.
Oh man, hey, I'm gonna have to get on Israel. Israel was on Showtime show today, and Showtime was cooking him. He did a video on me.
Israel did a video. I know. I met him the other day.
He's talking
Is it positive or negative?
Man, I don't know. I just pulled it up. He said, "Welcome to HD2 Full on Sports about Showtime and K-Sap, the Angel Reese cults." I'm gonna have to cook this dude, man.
Angel Reese.
Man,
that's funny. I didn't know he do videos. I gotta look
videos on me now.
Oh wow.
That's hilarious.
Man. So that means me and Showtime giving people the blues in these YouTube streets, man. When you start
the blues,
yeah,
that's a fact.
Give the blues. You know
this
what?
This kid. I gotta look at this video, man. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I'm gonna be back live again tomorrow night, man. We gonna pick off from where we. We just gonna have if y'all can pull up tomorrow, we gonna have a general conversation. We just gonna let our nuts hang, man. We on the D block, man. We on the D block.
But panel, it was a good time tonight. Chat. Have a good night, everybody. Be safe.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love, man.
Much love. Much love.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.